Hey guys, welcome back to H-Town Unplugged Network. I know today is not live. We actually pre-recorded this video, but I love it because Mr. Shawn, he called me. He's like, "Can we pull in a podcast?" And I was like, "Bro, let me know because I got a lot in this month of August." And then I was leaving out of town to Michigan as well, and that got canceled. So that's gonna be in September.
Right.
So I was like, "Oh man, let's push it Friday." And I told you in the last minute, and he's like, can we make that happen Friday? And you're like, yeah, let's do it, because I know next Tuesday I got the popsicle guy, and then we got the music.
Nice.
And then month of September we're gonna have a lot of restaurants, beef jerky. Man, it's just God's blessing, bro. He's just pouring it and pouring it and pouring it. And I read a little bit of your bio, Mr. Dave, and I was like, I can't say no. I don't care if I have to drive all the way to Conroe. I'm like, and then we have in multiple tequila, we got the beer, we got the Hydra DNA. So shout outs to the sponsors of H-Town Unplugged Network, Blue Barrel Tequila and Hydra DNA. So you got regular drinks, no sugar, and everything is healthy. And then you got the one that has collagen. So I'm excited to have the first two sponsors. Well, the tequila they've been with me since the beginning, but now we added the Hydra DNA, and they're amazing. I love them. Now I'm looking forward for a whiskey and a coffee. So if that's you, let me know. But guys, once again, I'm thankful and grateful to be here at this place, because I don't even want to say anything. I want to hear the story from you, Mr. Dave. But before we even start, I know we have Aaron and we have Shawn. Any questions or anything that you want to start to ask Dave, or you want to open up, that's fine, because we know we got Dave. We want to open up to, because you know him better than all of us. So, and you know him because
we go way back.
We
go way back.
So that's what I love, bro. That this is I'm over here like I don't know him, and y'all already know him. Like this is gonna be a badass podcast. Music, drinking, and then bro, I forgot about the cakes, man.
Oh yeah.
This is
Not a sponsor yet.
not yet, but look, we already tried the what was it,
It was
the
the
margarita?
margarita
that
cake.
was
Yeah, the
freaking,
margarita
that was done, bro. I
Dang.
took it home.
Yeah.
I took it home. My family tried it, and then at work they're like, "Hey, where's the cake? We didn't try it." So I took it back to the office. Gone, bro.
Oh, of course.
I was like, "Where's my piece, man?" I just tried it for y'all to try it. You're like,
And
nah,
this
man.
time he asked me what my favorite cake was, and of course it was chocolate cake.
The chocolate. Now we're gonna try the new
Now it's
chocolate.
tequila chocolate cake, and I'm like, wow.
3 different ones in there, right?
Yes.
Are they all tequila made?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
One of them's
rum.
whiskey.
So this one is the spiked strawberry, which is a strawberries and cream moonshine.
Oh.
And then, of course, yours with Blue Barrel, the chocolate and Blue Barrel tequila, and a whiskey cake.
What's the whiskey in there?
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams.
Oh, Evan
Really?
Williams. Ooh.
Is that the green label? Because that seems to be hard to find these days.
No, yeah, it's mid-shelf.
Yeah.
You know, it's not top tier, but it's good. It's drinkable.
That's good.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about, that green label? Like this
I don't
seems to
know that
be
I've
just
seen
it's
that.
like the sour mash, whatever. it
Oh
is.
yeah, that's my brewer at the brewery loved that stuff, so we'd get that for him for his birthday every year. And
That's
then
my drummer.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh man,
Shout
and
out
I
to
can
Matt
already,
Grohl.
I can already see that I'm gonna have to come back because I didn't bring anything to the party. So we'll talk about the mead later. I mean, you
There
brought,
you
you
go.
brought
Well,
the beer to the party, but that's not.
We could talk about that
We'll
because
talk
that does
about
have a
that,
history
too.
there
I mean,
and a
it definitely
connection.
got the history there, but what I'm doing now, I don't have any of it. And you're talking whiskeys, and I'm doing barrel aged meads, and I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff too.
That's
so,
good.
maybe get
Because
into that
he
later.
was mentioning you're going to the Renaissance.
Yeah,
right?
so my company, we own the Mead Hall, Hair Out Mead Hall at the Texas Renaissance Festival. So that's what I
Really?
do now. Is like I make all the mead, but we sell it all at Ren Fair.
You should get one of the bottles
so-
and put it up here.
Yeah, no,
Well,
no.
I,
they-
said I didn't bring anything to the party. So
No, and it's a
I'll
good
try
because
later.
this is ideas coming in through you over there at that time. We can actually do a live over there when that happens. I mean, I'm just
Really
going.
cool.
I mean,
At the Renaissance Festival?
at the Renaissance.
That would
Oh,
be
now you're gonna
fun.
see me dressed up. So
Hey,
it's-
I'll dress up.
I'll
too,
dress
bro.
up
I
too.
don't care.
Don't worry, I got the hair. Well, I'll turn into something.
I don't even have hair.
I don't either. I got a hat on because I just had cancer burned off my head yesterday. So.
It's like we over here.
cancer,
You
it's
both have hair. We don't have no hair. We take a little bit of his.
Yeah, you got enough for
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of us.
and then a little bit of beer. He's like, none of that.
He's like, no, keep your hands off my hair.
Well, you noticed something, right? You're the only one without a beard.
Yeah, and I had let it grow before,
Yeah.
and then I just cut it off. You know how it grows like Wolverine. Just
Oh, yeah.
but I like it. I'll be like, hey, they
It's
should pick
also
me.
104 outside.
Oh,
so it's
yeah, I mean, guys, this weather has been hectic, man.
It's crazy.
And the kids are still playing football.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
so crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a heat advisory. Kids are playing football.
Hey, at least they're outside, bro. They're not in. They're not in their
I'd
iPads.
be inside right now.
110 yesterday.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was
Yeah,
brutal.
they said today was gonna be worse. Today and Sunday.
I escaped.
I mean, today and
a couple
Sunday.
of
Today's
weeks
Friday.
ago. A couple weeks ago, I went to Minnesota, and I was just like, they were complaining because it was 84 degrees.
Yeah.
They're like, it's hot. I was like, you don't get to complain. You know? And then they're like, well, it gets cold in the wintertime. I'm like, it's not winter.
Yeah.
So what do we want to try first? Because I want to get into it. It's Friday. I know we got tequila, beer. So whatever we can try the beer
This is
first.
very interesting
Yes.
when it comes to palate, So
Yes.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
I don't know. We could kill our gums with alcohol first.
I'm thinking that's probably what we should do.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
Just shock us into
All right, let's do
submission,
that.
right?
Let's do that.
Well, and then, so while you're getting that
Yeah.
ready,
Go ahead, Shawn.
Dave, it's like when I met you here. So we're at the Ferm. So this was the tasting room for RenMead.
Yep.
So you had posted it for sale. I came and looked, and then so you gave me the tour, and everything, and then that's also when I found out that you own Southern Star Brewery, former owner.
Owned. Yeah, there's a D.
Yeah, owned.
There's a D.
Yeah. So have you been back since you closed? So the firm has been closed.
The firm is closed.
Right.
This was our just kind of brick and mortar tasting room, winery tasting room. We decided at the about midway through this. Well, this was our last year of the lease anyway.
Right,
So we
right.
decided about midway through this last year that we were going to close it anyway. It's not as profitable as it could be. It's a lot of work and not a lot of money, and sometimes losing money. In fact, always losing money. So
Yeah.
So our other business, like I was saying at the Renaissance Festival, that is a huge money maker. So why pour all of your efforts in something that's losing money when you can,
Yeah, exactly.
pour your efforts in something that's making money?
So, but I did have a quick question and maybe not so quick, but have you been back since you closed?
To Southern Star?
To here?
Oh, to here? Yeah, I'm in here periodically. I mean, we were in
Okay,
here
just-
moving equipment out and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's like I said, we permanently closed the doors. We still have the lease right now, but we permanently closed the doors that last day. And I come back here quite often just to move stuff in and out.
Yeah.
So I had to get all the inventory out, get all the kegs out, take the tanks out. I had actually some mead in here that was almost 4 years old that was in it. It had been sitting in a tank. Mead's really good. It ages really well. So it had been sitting in that tank for 4 years, and the original owners, who, it's a complicated story, the people that own the firm are also my business partners. So we just made a bigger company with 3 meaderies. I was one of them, and bought this place. So my business partner that owned the firm, they made out really good because they sold their business to themselves. And if I can figure out how to do that, that'd be even better. So
So what is gonna be down this place like?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Was this the place that you told us about?
Yeah, this was the
Okay,
place
okay.
I was looking at.
Yes.
That's still to be decided.
Yes.
To be decided, it's a cool place.
I like it.
I
It's
love it.
fantastic. There's so much potential here.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
I
As
like
soon
that
as it-
old style
Yeah.
warehouse, like that.
I mean, I think this building was built in the 20s, so it's
Yeah, I
it's
believe
over
so.
100 years old.
That's why when you showed it to me, like drunk, I can see the vision.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the
I-
drunken baker, and drunken people. And I'm just because the way it is, how the old movies they show and they
Yeah.
go in the Western movies
Yeah.
and then they show
There's a
like this
saloon
and
door.
you're talking about me. And
Yep.
I saw it that way. That's fun. That's good.
Yeah.
That'll be
But
good content.
is it kind of like surreal being in here, knowing what's
No,
happening,
after selling the brewery,
Right.
that was a huge thing. So honestly, selling this,
It's just another
it's
day.
just another day.
Yeah.
It really was. This isn't my baby.
Right,
and
right.
it's like
On to the next.
This was Mike and Kathy's baby for the
Correct.
firm, and I was I very rudely put it to them, and I was like, I probably shouldn't have put it that way. I was like, I'm good at killing babies. I'll kill your baby. So it was like,
I'm gonna kill
and I was like, that sounded terrible.
That's not terrible.
But I meant every word of it.
That's the thing about entrepreneurship, and a lot of these people listening at H-Town Unplugged, there's a lot of ownership of small businesses all over Houston. You kind of see how the movement can happen. A lot of people get bogged down in their businesses and say, man, I wish didn't start this business because now, it's kind of what they gave themselves a job, kind of, and now they're stuck there and they can't move on. It doesn't necessarily mean that. You just gotta look at a little different angle of perspective, like you did, and see it. And
Yeah, I mean,
sell
you
your
got to know.
business.
I mean, that's what I've learned out of 20 plus years of entrepreneurship is you got to know when to call it quits, and move on. And that happened with the brewery. It happened with this place. I hope we've got a long, prosperous career ahead of us at the Renaissance Festival. I really enjoy what I do, but so you got to look at it, and it's hard sometimes to remove yourself, from those emotions and look at it. And that's why I was the perfect person to say we have to do this, and I had to kind of talk them into it. And it took a lot of look at the books, look at what we're doing here, and then finally it was like, we're losing money every month, and there's no point in re-upping our. So no, I'm not sad.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy because I don't have to mess with this anymore.
Right,
It's
right.
but it's I don't know. That sounds cold, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like
It is.
it gives me more time to focus on the profitable business,
Correct.
the production, which is what I love, and that's what I do pretty much at RenMead is all the production. I mean, myself and I've got an associate, a wonderful young lady associate that we, her and I make all the mead,
Nice.
bottle it all, do all the stuff, and I'm passionate about that. And I'm also, 53 years old and thinking, okay, I'd like to work a little less, and
You don't look 53.
I
was
I
trying-
look
I
like
was
I'm
trying-
75. Dude.
No, I was like, he like 47. I was like,
Not bad for
47.
smoking cigarettes for 35 years
Man,
too. Huh?
wow. But
I
you
quit
made a
that for
switch
a long
though.
time.
You made a switch somewhere around the time that you were like, I don't want to be. I don't know if you still smoke.
Oh, no, I haven't
See, you
smoked for a
made
long
that
time.
switch,
Yeah.
and then I don't know if you, not like eat healthy, but like, okay, I'm gonna
do.
go for a walk or for
Oh,
the
I do.
gym.
Yeah, I
so
do.
that makes
Yeah.
those changes.
Yeah, it's funny when your body starts falling apart. You're like, oh, I got to take care of it.
Yeah. I want to live to 100.
I don't want to live that long, but
If God permits, right?
Well, that's really cool that you're getting to the Renaissance Festival. I can't wait to come there and see what you got.
this
going on.
will be our 5th year.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
This will be
So,
our fifth
all
year.
right, so
We're
I just
extant
didn't
there.
know about it.
No, that's all good. I mean, this will be our 5th year there. We're really excited about it.
Yeah.
We took off. That first year was terrifying, and then we looked around. We're like, we just paid for all of this year.
Wow.
So it's like, let's just make some money.
Wow.
And,
Yeah.
and it's great because you get to entertain people. I get to apply my craft. It's funny. It's like, man, we'll get into it, but like mead making, I don't even like mead. It's like, it's not my thing. I'm just too sweet, whatever. But I'm really good at making beverages. So it's like, I'm good at making alcohol. So I'm like, I learned that in the brewing industry. Is like, if I made what I wanted, nobody would sell. It wouldn't sell.
Oh, sure.
So it's like, I make things that other people like to drink that taste good. I'm pretty particular.
Well, and I know we're trying to get to tequila.
Go
but
ahead.
we're going to get to it.
And I said that even on the last show that we did on July 4th. It's like, as far as the cakes, I don't like baking the cakes. But it's the reaction from that first bite
Right.
from the customer.
Yeah, but you're good at it. And that's
Right.
the thing. You find something that you're good at, and,
Right.
and it's the whole thing. I mean, I'm not saying I hate mead. I just don't drink it all the time. It's
Right,
like, that's
right.
funny. I don't even drink beer very much anymore either. And I'm a brewer by trade.
Yeah.
I'm a snooty wine snob.
Well,
so
it's-
it's like,
Yeah.
I hated tequila for most of my life. I just recently liked tequila, so that's kind of my testament here. I ended up owning a tequila company. I run this whole thing.
From hating it to owning it.
Yeah, I killed myself. Like I tell everyone, I killed myself at South Padre Island, like everyone did. And people our age, white guys going down there, drinking the yellow stuff and destroying ourselves. And they're going, "This is tequila. This is tequila. This is what the Mexicans like," and they're all laughing at us.
Yeah.
Above saying they're drinking our piss. So essentially, that's kind of thing about Blue Barrel is that it's not Mexican name. It's not a Mexican name. It's not Spanish. It's English, and it's made for more of the northern border audience. So, like I always like to say when we're drinking it, this is a premium sipping tequila.
Yes.
It's not to take it down like that yellow stuff we are just talking about.
Right.
But it also, if you did do that, it would not destroy you like the
Well,
yellow
I'm glad
stuff.
that we're not doing body shots. Because it'd be real uncomfortable.
20 minutes later.
We thought about taking it to the Renaissance Festival, but it didn't really fit the genre.
Right,
We were like,
right.
But no, we're joking. We haven't yet. But we thought about an invasion. But no, it probably wouldn't work there. But after hours, it would.
After hours.
Well, we have a store in the campground too. So
That's
there's,
exactly. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So as you smell it, you can tell The floral notes. I mean, this is the first alcohol I'm going to be introducing to my mouth today. I don't know about you guys.
Me too.
So,
Yeah, me too. I started at like 10 o'clock this morning. I'm just kidding.
let's just kiss it and introduce that and get the ethanol and that
Yep.
whole thing past that,
Yeah.
and then you're going to start seeing the difference.
Salute.
Salute. And then when you're ready, take the next big sip, and then
Oh, no,
even
that's
that little,
nice.
even that little one at the
That's
beginning.
nice. That's
Right?
really nice. And I'm not a huge tequila guy. I'm not a huge straight liquor anybody guy, but I like to, and I appreciate it. That's really nice.
It's got a lot of floral notes.
Yeah.
It has no, what do we call it, the burn, right?
Yeah, it's got a little
burn.
hint of sweetness in the back.
Kick.
with
Yeah,
the-
sweetness, that's
it's
the
really
agave.
nice. Yeah.
And it's really, even when you haven't introduced alcohol into your mouth for the first time, we always get pretty good reactions. Like, man, that's smooth, and it's always kind of like a shock, like they're expecting to be like punched in the face by this tequila punch, death punch into the
Well,
mouth.
what's
you know?
nice is it tastes like tequila,
Yes.
but it's not like, I mean, it's got a really nice, it's like a pure taste. You know, it's
Right.
like, it doesn't, I guess like whiskey, there's a lot of difference between, you know, Old Crow and, you know,
Yeah,
you know.
and top shelf for sure,
top shelf,
absolutely.
yeah.
So, so this were obviously the base for some of
Now
his-
we
his
can
cake,
even
and
get some of the cake.
That's
now that
where,
we-
and then we start mixing it with this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
DNA from the last show we were on,
and it was good.
and it was good. So there's nothing wrong with that. We will be coming out with RTDs at some point in the future, ready to drinks, kind of like this with tequila in it. So that's a whole nother market and a whole nother thing that the future holds. But
Yes.
So
I
got a
like
que-
that. I can see it.
I got a question for you, Aaron. Who's your? I guess it's. What is it, brewmaster? What's it called?
the distiller, the master distiller.
Yeah, master-
That's
okay.
this guy right here. His name is Pablo Hernandez.
Okay, that's Pablo.
And he learned from this guy over here. His name is Alejandro Campos. And he's been around a long time. And Paul's been doing it for over about 10 years. He used to have a brand called Veneno before this. And it was kind of his first go around of making, introduction into a tequila in the U.S.
Nice.
Now, we are in the process of bringing out a Reposado right now. And something that never existed, which is called, and he's tasted it.
Bro, I don't even want to talk
It's called the
about it.
Reposado Cristalino.
Okay.
So we're taking the Repo and then taking it back to clear.
Taking it back to clear, would you just do that through like extreme filtration?
Yeah, I don't really know. Paul knows all that.
That's interesting.
Because it's so new, I don't really know that process yet, and I'm sure they are figuring it out, and it has been done. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
and it's-
sorry
it's
that already
really good.
happened. So it's kind of a proprietary thing too. I think they want to keep.
What kind of barrels does the Reposado get aged in?
So that goes down to Woodford Reserve barrels, and we have
Nice.
Angel Envy.
Nice, okay.
So that's where we're going to get the Reposado from.
Huh, cool. And then the Ricea too, right? That was
And then there's something called the Ricea.
Yeah.
And the Ricea, we have some of that here in the U.S., just a little bit. I probably have the only Reposado, Blue Barrel Reposado, and it's like in a bottle about that much. And it's, it's the most valuable
That's
thing.
all you get.
It's the most
Yeah,
valuable
that's
thing
it.
on my property.
I'm not even gonna touch it.
And, above my car and everything, even my guitars. And, which actually I don't know, but
You're
now
not
think
sick
about it.
about it, right?
Yeah, so I come from the musician world, and that's how we first met. Actually, you were still at Southern Star, and you were the owner of Southern Star back then.
Yep.
And we were playing shows with this guy back at Southern Star when I was with the Captain Legendary band.
In your 30s?
That was a long,
That was an
during my-
incredible band, though. When you said that, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that band. That band was great, man.
Man, we had some crowds that came out from the Michael Berry show gathering.
Oh,
of
nice.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that was a
Oh, yeah.
big kind of like following, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
for a few years, almost like 10
Yeah,
years.
that was good. That was good times.
That was good
Very cool.
times.
It
So
was
we
good
always say
times.
that's a good times.
But you're still playing now.
We still, we
that's
play.
good
Yeah,
to-
we play. We actually have one show in December.
Oh.
Is
Coming
it still
up.
as the Captain Legendary band?
It's the Captain Legendary band. It'll be the first show in almost 2 years, though.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. So I played last Friday with another band, but
Is
was-
that the little videos you put?
Yes,
I saw that.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you.
That's the Stout Brothers, and they're pushing this.
They're
as part
pushing
of
the
it,
tequila?
Yeah, the tequila. They get a lot of
Yes.
followers, so it's all interconnected. And then we're trying to connect everyone in Houston, of course, all the other entrepreneurs of different kinds. I mean, obviously, look at you guys. You all are here, and
they're pushing it right, man. I mean, where I'm at Texas Choice, they love the damn tequila. I mean, they're like, they always say, there's a leak in the bottle. I'm like, there's no leak. They always tell me, there's a leak in the bottle.
There's a
Like,
leak in the top.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I was like,
that's the devil's cut.
and it's funny because the guys like to drink, like they like to drink. They have all these kinds. He told me, the main owner, he's like, I have Don Julio, the best 1942. He's like, I prefer drinking this than the. And I was like, hey, I need to get him on a little video saying that
Yeah, that's
because
wonderful.
that's.
We just made it into that, what is it, top 50 restaurants in the U.S. I don't know if I can say their name right now, honestly.
Can we?
Can we? Can we say it?
Yeah,
Concrete
they're
Rose?
doing an event that I'm gonna go there.
You going there?
They're doing an
Concrete
event.
Rose?
Yep, Concrete Rose.
I'm
Yep.
just going to say it. I mean, mad respect, Concrete Rose, for having our tequila among the
Yep.
top. I mean, the top 5 or I think tequilas. I mean, we're right up there with those guys. I mean, I'm really blessed to be on the same shelf with those guys.
That's awesome.
That's right.
And yeah, so we're going to see what we can do with this. We're going to rock and roll, and it's going to get national here pretty soon. So, and I can't even talk about that though yet.
Yeah,
That's coming
no,
soon.
that's
Some
good,
news
though.
Coming soon, but we'll keep that.
That's
on
when,
the deal.
just a little bit. That's when Pablo left to Cali, right? Was
That's
that when
right.
that happened?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was wondering what happened when he left to Cali. Well, good news. So that's good. That's good.
Oh yes, and I'm going to open this if you don't mind.
Yeah, man.
go
I can
for
open
it.
this. Yeah, I can try it. I mean,
Man, should we get the
man.
little cups back behind? We
Look
got
at-
this glassware.
Oh, if you have some ice, even better, bro.
I don't have
This
any ice.
the-
but
the- Oh, you
yeah,
do.
let's use those.
You are. Oh, those are badass.
So,
Oh, that's what you meant on the when I did the
Oh, yeah, the
caricature,
Griffin?
the Griffin.
Yeah.
You said, hey, it's on the back.
That
yeah,
is-
so that's one of our brands.
That is good though. That's good.
I like this cup.
Don't lie.
Oh, that's the. Yeah, I didn't try. You didn't try that one last time, right? You tried the
what
peach.
was that?
I tried the peach or something. I like berry better.
Cucumber
Oh,
lime.
cucumber lime. All right.
You want that one?
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right.
That one's good. My mom loves that one.
Yeah, we're always doing.
I took some
Oh, we
at
got Summer
the.
watermelon.
Does this have caffeine in it?
Don't know.
Somebody asked me that question too, and I
I'm
tried.
going blind, by the way. We're getting old. How old
Hey.
you said? See, I need some of those. I need some of those.
Yeah, well, you know, you.
Are you married? No?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why you have those. I mean,
He doesn't say, right? Like somebody asked me on
No,
the video.
it'd have to say if it had a.
He has to, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have it. It's got mushroom extract. That's pretty cool.
does it? I've heard about that. That all the mushrooms now are becoming like, what? They're open to do research on it now, and all the psychedelic mushrooms
I'm
too.
sure that's not. If it's got psychedelic mushrooms, then give me 2 or 3 more.
It's called microdosing.
We gotta be jumping around and taking shots.
I'm sure this has like Risha or something in it.
On the microdosing side of it, if you put just a tiny bit in there, it doesn't really have that
No.
hallucinogen effect. It's kind of like Robitussin. It's fine.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
it's supposed to do something to help you, and then if you drink
that's
enough of it, you're
cool.
like, what just happened to
It's got
me?
cows in it though. I like that.
Yeah. It has all this good, and it's made here in Houston too. They got it here. It says on the back, manufacturer for Hydra, Houston, Texas, 77090.
I just put my tequila in there and mixed it. It's a real good mix. We have a buddy out there. His name is Dane, and he makes this thing called Danerade. Where it's like Gatorade with whiskey and like some other like.
Danery?
Sounds like something you do in college, man.
Yeah, and it's some like
Danerade.
5-hour energy in there too, or something like that. But enough to give you a heart attack. It's like cocaine in a liquid form and alcohol infused. I don't know. I've never had it, but it's supposed to get you hydrated and messed up at the same time. And it's just like, man, he's got it all figured out.
Well, that's good. Danery.
Gatorade, I like it.
It's funny that you said about Gatorade, and I haven't remember how there was a lot of commercials before about Gatorade. I haven't even heard anything about Gatorade anymore. It's only Powerade
Yeah,
that
it's
I've
like
been
Powerade,
just.
pretty much.
Well, but
Gee.
that's like Coke. It's like they don't have to advertise.
That's
anymore.
true. Yeah, it's like you're gonna
Right.
get what kind of Gatorade do you want? You
I
know,
mean,
it's like,
Coke's at the point that they put a polar bear on a big sign.
right.
You know what it is.
You know that it's
it's like,
Coke.
yeah.
You're
right.
What would happen if
they've
they
reached
did
that
it?
swoosh.
Yes,
thing,
exactly.
Yeah.
I think they still have to do it for that one level of advertising to keep you just in there in your head
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time. So
Dude,
you
this
go,
is kind of.
I want a
This
Coke
is
right
really good with that tequila in it.
Yeah, see, I put some in it too. Hey guys, hey Hydra, man, we gotta
we got you.
create
We
a
got
new
your
one.
winner
We got your RTD right here.
Yeah,
Come to the table.
Let's
and
sit
talk.
down. Yeah, we're gonna have them in September. So
Oh, great.
So yes,
Perfect.
we'll talk about that in September.
I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna get the right measurement because that was a perfect amount.
Yeah, I just got it just recently, and it's been just like the tequila, a lot of commotion. My family loves it. At work, they already finished like the 8 boxes that I brought. People and then the things like, what is that? What is Hydra DNA? And then when I met one of the owners, we met at the gas station. Man, he's cool. He was like the guys that were putting gas. He's like, hey, come here. And he started giving them here, take another one, take 3. I was like, I'm like, that's like people's skills.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of people can do that. Even the guy that was not the Amazon guy, but what are the other ones that are FedEx? He's like, he looked at it. He's like, yeah, bro, you too here. And he gave through him. He's like, he opened one. He's like, holy shit, this is good. And I was like, I'm like, okay, that's good that they have somebody that can do that because when you have, it doesn't matter if it's tequila or anything, you have to have somebody that is good with people's codes because then who's gonna know what, especially in this age with social media, you want that. You want little clips to be like people in that right time and real time telling you, man, this is good or bad. It's like when we have the restaurants in the show, they bring the food and stuff and we give them the review how it is. If I like the tacos, I'll let you know. If they're bad, if it's salty, I'm gonna let you know.
I want to get somebody here with like really bad food. Just one.
Yeah, we haven't had nobody.
No one's. It's all good. Houston's known for its good food.
Yeah.
And we're so blessed to live here. with
Yes.
their food.
God, we
I've
should
always
be-
said that. It's like people talk about New York. People talk about all the. It's here, man. It's here.
Well, we need to get a pizza place. I don't have any connections with a pizza place.
When I go visit my parents in Detroit,
You
I'm
do?
there for more than a week. I like shrivel down into like a little pea to the corner of the room, and it's just like there's like Mexican. I need my Mexican food. It's like, and if I go that long without it, it's just something, man. It's the food here is great.
I know. When I was in Minnesota, I mean, I had some decent food, but I was like, overall, the food kind of sucks here. It's just like,
Have you had Mexican food in like New Mexico?
it's one of
New
my
Mexican food?
It's one of my favorite things to do in the world is to travel the world and find the shittiest Mexican food I can find, like where it's at. It's like Hawaii, hands down, shittiest.
Really?
It was horrible.
whoa.
Because it was already kind of like that kind of white people Baja, and it was just really, really, really bad. It made me happy. But I mean, I've had Mexican food in Amsterdam. I've had it in Germany. It's like I just want to see, because it's always bad. I know what I'm getting.
If we're gonna
into.
get the bad food on this show once, we may not be able to air that
Yeah,
because of all the bad things we would be saying.
the owner's gonna be like, man, you gave me negative? What?
It might actually gain a lot of reviews and turn into some fight or something.
Oh, man.
But I went to a Thai restaurant one time in Humboldt, and it's gone now. I can say this, but it was right on Aldine Westfield, I think, in 1960, somewhere over there. And I swear I went in there, and this thing was right out of the bag, like Salisbury steak.
Oh no.
And they called it. I mean, it was like beef, like cooked in a shoe. And it was awful. And it was a stew. I would have to equate it to some kind of stew from the high school's cafeteria.
Oh, man.
And or junior high probably. And yeah, they didn't last. But I didn't even want to pay for it. And they were yelling at me by the end of it because I was just like, no, I refuse to eat this. This is insanely bad. Insanely bad. Mm-hmm. They said people come here and just scarf it up, and I'm just like, wow. Homeless people, maybe.
You know when we
Golden
probably...
Corral's always full.
Oh, yeah. Golden Corral's always... I haven't been there in a long time.
The one in Conroe is not bad, actually. They're all like independently owned, and the one in Conroe is actually pretty good.
Because the mean age up here is like 75.
I
That's
think
why.
so. Well, it's you can tell as you go in there, and their staff, their cooking staff, care. And it's like, so they
that
actually
makes
make
sense.
decent food.
They actually bring the love into the ingredient.
It is.
I see.
It's and you wouldn't think it. I mean, it's still Golden Corral. You're not. It's not this fine dining by any stretch of the imagination. But the one here it's like the best one I've been in.
When y'all were talking about the bad food, I think that when we're drunk and we're eating and we think this is good, it's probably shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're eating a
Why do
taco
you
and a
think
taco.
Waffle
Oh,
House-
this is good. And at the end of the day, it was not really, but we can't say,
Why do you think Waffle House is open 24
I was
hours?
about to say, I love Waffle House.
Hey,
I
me
really
too,
do.
man. What are you
Waffle House
talking
is
about
like-
Waffle House, man?
I love it because they're cooking their food right there in front of you, and there's no bullshit.
Yes.
It's just like, here's this, and they don't judge you when you say you want the hash browns with everything else on the menu on it at once.
Yeah.
And then put a pork chop on top
No,
of it.
you gotta have respect for that, yes. But the one day,
They're like, all right then.
did you ever go to the RCC out there in
Yeah,
Huckleberry's
yeah,
thing
yeah,
in Stafford?
yeah.
And they had a Waffle House right next door, and there was a hotel there, and they always put up in that hotel, and it was full of, I hate to say this, but it's full of hookers. And we used to go eat Waffle House after the shows, of course, and we're all tired playing the show and everything. And last time I ate there, because we turned into a fight, and there was blood on the grill.
Oh, jeez.
On the grill.
That's
It was
class.
everywhere. Yeah, this guy
classy.
jumped over the cash register to start beating this guy
Too bad-
into the grill.
Too bad, Grizzly's Hood News wasn't a thing.
We have it somewhere.
Do you know
Archives.
Do you know her?
I don't. But
I do.
But I super respect what she does.
Yeah, I know. I do know
love
her.
it.
There was a time. Well, I can say it. Maybe I can even clip it. And there was a time that because I know her friend. Shout out to Christina. She's a realtor mogul here in Houston, and I posted something that I don't remember what it was, but she misunderstood it, Greasy, and she put me out there, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the good thing is that I have my own followers as well too. So it was like,
Right.
you can't, and I call her and this and that, and then Christina said, "What happened?" And I told Christina, "Hey man, let her know that this is what I meant about this video," and she's like, "Oh, let me call her right now," and boom, boom. But it was like she put me like in a clown face and this and that.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, not me like the clown, but a little
Yeah.
clown little picture,
Right,
right?
right.
And I was like, oh man, she probably misunderstood what I actually meant in the video.
Right.
I didn't mean that, And then Christina talked to her, and it was funny because that day I had a podcast, like a long branding podcast. So after I finished, my phone was off. I had my phone. I was like, damn, so many different calls. My friend was like, hey, bro, you're on every social media. I was like, they're talking. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, they said, check it out. And I started checking it out. I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, hey, that's when they say sometimes, they want to push you out there. I mean, they talk about you, that's fine.
It's happened to me. It's
happened to me,
it's
too.
happened to me. I made Al Jazeera, so in the Mirror. So yeah, it was world news. What happened to me? So,
Really?
Yeah, that was loads of fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think we need a podcast for that one.
yeah, and it's like someone like we are gonna get to some point like that you're gonna get that way that you get to a point that somebody you misunderstood and somebody's probably like Grace is new. She has a lot of followers, so she can put you out there. But still, it's like you gotta see the video correctly too. But sometimes you don't.
Right.
It has happened to me when I look at somebody. It's like, oh, they're talking to me in bed, and then you look at the video. Oh no, it's not. It's not about me. It's not about me. But you have to have the like. I always tell people want to get into social media, and then when they see the comments, and that's when they're like, they get bad. They're like, oh, bad comments.
Yeah, that's why I'm not on it. I mean, I've got
That
other
can drive
people
you
who do
nuts.
social
Yeah,
media.
you
Oh,
drop-
I don't do it. I don't do it because
Yeah.
I know me. I'll
Bad
get
juju.
drunk and say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And mean it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, so I just don't.
That's why I did this show, H-Town Unplugged Network, because I'm like, hey, this is the show that, hey, it's unreal. If shit happens and then something, I'm going to say it. I mean, I'm sorry
yeah.
if I had a feud with you. I even said it, I think, one of the beginnings. I said, hey, if you want to come in here and sit down and we don't like each other, I want to have you on the show.
Yep.
Not because I hate you or anything. I just want people to know that, hey, I mean, we're humans. We're going to make mistakes. I just want to know, like, hey, we're face to face. Like, why did you hate me? What is something that I did wrong to you, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's it? Shit. And then,
And
you
then
know,
you're-
we're-
yeah.
and it's stupid stuff sometimes that is like, we don't talk because of that. I mean, come on, man. I had worse.
I had a ongoing feud with a bar owner that he just hated me and it made me not like him, and it went on for years. And it started, it's funny, I don't remember how it started, but I'll tell you how it ended. I think his name was Jake, and I was at his place and we were drinking, and he goes, do you even remember why we're not supposed to like each other? And I was like, no. He was like, that's stupid. Let's get drunk.
That's awesome.
That has happened. Yeah.
I was like, all right.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's weird how that happens.
He's a nice dude too. It's just, and I think it had something to do with I sold somebody a keg of something first before him, and I was just like, oh my, really? And I didn't really know.
It's just not worth it in the end.
No, it's really not. I mean, it's funny what some years of maturity will put on you too, where you're like, that was dumb.
Yeah, like you see it, and now it's like, I don't take it seriously now when I do things and put this and people talk about it. I'm like, I don't care, you can put it. I mean, the more you talk about me, you post it, I mean, the more people are going to know about me.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't care. It's I mean.
And it's look, you got to know the perspective of the other person that they're going through in life sometimes,
Yeah.
and the circumstance they're in, I'm on stage a lot, and
Yes.
when that so they're taking all these photos. And I remember I was playing at the House of Blues one day. I'm not gonna name names in this.
No, you're good, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everyone would know who they are and we'll protect them. But someone took the right photograph from the audience when up to the stage, and I have long hair. Look at this. So I had these like notes down there because we're doing a Leonard Skinner tribute show, and I didn't know all the Leonard Skinner songs, so I had all these notes. And while I went back to go, right between songs, I went back to go mess with my amp, came back, and my hair's in my face, and I did one of these to pull back to look at the notes, and I couldn't see around because this girl was walking across the stage. And she was happened to wear a mini dress and high heels, and, it was this particular person's wife at the moment. And And as I was looking around, I was trying to get around to look, and it looked like I was doing this. And they took a picture just right there at angle.
Oh,
Like I was going,
man.
damn, look at that girl's legs. You know?
Oh,
And it just went viral. And like, this happened while my wife was in the hospital having her first baby.
man.
Loads of fun.
Yeah, right then and there. So she's just there, just looking at it, just going, he's having a lot of fun, I can see. And it's just like, just that one angle and what it did. And then I went into that deep, like trying to correct it. Like, you have no idea. I was pulling my hair back. I was this and that, and trying to explain it. It just got worse and worse. And then it twisted.
Trust me, that's
And
I
then
know all
I
about
just
that.
stopped.
And it's like no matter what you say, nobody's gonna believe you.
No.
You know?
So yeah, so that tore me away from the social media for years.
For years.
And I'm still like that.
I have to get back. I have to get back on. Unfortunately, I'm just not gonna. I'm just a lot
I love
wiser.
it.
But they see you here now, man. They see you at the H1
Well, we're right in here. I mean, what are you doing on here then? What
Yeah,
are you doing?
now they gotta know you.
You know what? I won't look at any of the comments or anything. I mean, I'm serious. I'm like, every once in a while I get on, but I'm posting ghost. I was just like, I just don't even look at the comments.
No.
That's the way it goes. That's how you have to do it.
And this is why I made it, because if all of the podcasts like I seen and you seen, is like a lot of them is like either is pre-scheduled and like, hey, we're gonna say this, I'm gonna ask you that. I'm like, no, man, people want to know the authentic stories.
Then I did it just perfect because like I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday and I was like, I'm doing this podcast. And they're like, what's it about? I was like, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna go in and I love being unprepared. It's like, we're gonna talk about stuff, you know. And if you guys had an agenda, you would send it to me. So I'm just gonna assume we're gonna sit here and have a conversation.
And this is the other way around. I asked for the agenda, like I asked him, send me a bio and the questions.
Right.
So
Yeah, I knew they had that, you know, but just you're prepared.
Yeah, so I'm
to talk
prepared
to
because
me,
I just see the little squares and like I take it like, okay, I can mix it and be like, okay, let's just make it authentic. Like, I want to hear the stories.
genuine.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Genuine.
That's how you get genuineness. Then.
Absolutely.
It's like not having the agenda.
And we're losing
you know,
that
it's
because
like-
of AI.
Yeah.
All this shit right now that we're talking about, a lot of people are losing it because you've seen a lot of podcasts that you don't, that's a fake podcast. It's not that it's fake.
There's fake podcasts? What
It's not that it's-
that doesn't surprise me. There's
not
fake
that
music,
it's
there's fake
fake,
podcasts.
but like
and I use AI all the time.
AI, yeah.
But I use it, you know, I think I've got kind of a superpower because, you know, I think older people have a superpower for AI. If they understand, AI is going to answer the questions that you ask it.
Yeah.
And you have to, if you're in your 50s and you're an expert in your field, you're going to know the right questions to ask this. Because
that's
all
true.
it is a search engine.
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
it,
AI is. Don't be afraid of Google. It's super Google.
I
You know, it's
had a
like, you
business
know, it's
stolen
like,
from me. I had a business stolen from me from AI.
that's crazy.
Oh yeah, the music thing, right?
I had a music production company for.
It's wait, AI stole
Check
it
it
from
out. Check it out. So we did web.
That AI can't make me.
We did.
Not yet, man.
Not yet.
When the
That's all right. Hey,
robots start coming,
That's all right. When the robots come, I'll be retired. It's fine.
yeah, I'll be in Puerto Rico or
Yeah,
somewhere.
that's it.
Sipping on the Blue Barrel.
It was a custom wedding song production company, and all it took was one guy to know how to code something correctly and put a bot on it, and basically say search the World Wide Web for this particular idea, and just generate the music and charge them $75, collect it, and goes in. They do nothing, and the bot came and literally stole everything we had and claimed it was us and sold songs for $75. And then when they complained that the songs were generic and they weren't even the right names and stuff of their story, and they wanted refunds, but they were asking us for the refunds.
Yeah. Oh wow,
Like,
that's
we
crazy.
did it.
So your business got hijacked by
Hijacked.
AI. Well, it got hijacked by somebody.
Some guy who
that
used
was using
AI.
AI. Yeah, so they were using
that
Super Google.
hijacked.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's what it is.
That's crazy, right?
It
But I mean,
is.
it's the world we live in. It's 2026. I mean, shit is getting even. I use AI. All of the stuff that I do for my AI, I use Manu's AI, but I pay for it, so I use it. But
I pay for mine too.
I use it because I know that when you pay for it, you use the max. Like, truthfully, it's gonna give you what you know. The AI knows, like, it has my website, it has my Instagram, so now it knows, like, he's my friend. Like, hey, man, you need to change this. Can I? He tells me, okay, as your rootless mentor, I'm gonna let you know why this doesn't work. Oh, damn, that shit makes sense. Okay, and then we'll talk again until it makes sense, and then I'm like, I like it. And
I love mine because I use mine in production. I do the production. I said I'm a production manager, do all the production. So I can ask my AI, hey, I'm trying to make this production schedule. I'm looking for this, and this. Design me a template, you know, on Excel, and then I'll have all the stuff, you know, and then I can it can help me kind of plug and play. It's like, hey, I want to know this. How should I, do this? So it's making me better at Excel. And it also, I love it that it's like it's a genius in your pocket that's got infinite calculation abilities. To where I can look at a tank and go, I've got 246 gallons of mead that's at 1.002. I want it to. I'm going to add 30% honey in and 60%, the 60 or 70% juice at these particular gravities. How much of each do I need to add in to hit this target? I know how to do that. It's such a pain in the ass. I mean, I have to sit down and why? I ask it. I know how to do it, but it's just it runs the math. Yeah. And then, but I know enough to where because this happens, I know enough to look at it and go, that's wrong. Run those numbers again.
Yeah.
So
it's what tells us to get our ass back to Mexico. You're gonna get down there. You're gonna run out of bottles by this date, and it takes about 2 months to make. So
Which one do you use? You use Cloud?
I use ChatGPT.
Oh, you still use ChatGPT?
I use ChatGPT and pay for it. And,
I use that.
I like it a lot.
No, yeah, bro.
And I use it in my personal life. Like I've been doing this thing for the last 2 years. I'm just been nerding out. I read a lot. So I'm like, you know what? I want to understand history. I want to give myself a master's degree in history just because. So I just started at the beginning. I just started reading. But I was like, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Give me a spine list of books that I need to read. I want to start from the beginning. So you know what? I'm reading Herodotus, and I already have at Thucydides, and I'm starting with the Greeks, and now I'm up in the Romans right now. So it's like I'm just taking my time, and then sometimes I'll go, okay, I'm here. What rabbit hole should I chase to find what I'm looking for? And it's like, this, back and forth. So it's really cool. It's like when you use it like that. I'm not using it to try to take over the world. I'm trying to make my brain bigger.
That's what it's there for. Yep. And that's what I tell all of my friends, all of us that were entrepreneurs. I'm like, hey man, I'm trying to look, as I'm building the team, I'm gonna look for somebody that utilizes AI, because when I just delegate all of that work, I wanna make sure that they know that. And then I'm not gonna micromanage them. I just want them to learn and get it, because if I go to somebody and they sit down and they're like, do you know how to use AI? Any kind, ChatGPT, Manus, Cloud. No, I don't know. Then I'm not gonna hire them, because now we're in the time that at least you have somebody.
That's crazy. See, my oldest son, he got a bachelor's degree from Purdue online.
I know Purdue.
In 2.5 years, he's got his bachelor's degree in airport management. But I saw him writing a paper, and he was using AI to do that. I was like, does your school know that you're doing that? And they're like, they make us do this. And he said, this is why, because, and it made sense to me. I was like, I get it. That's like when we were kids. The stupid math teachers. We were like, what are you going to walk around with a calculator in your pocket? Yeah, and an encyclopedia and everything. Right. It's like,
You thought the TI-85 was like, oh my God, bro, TI-85.
Yeah,
I think now we're all walking around with supercomputers in our pockets. So it's like, we all got them. And it's like. And I'm glad that education has kind of learned its lesson, especially seeing higher education go, yes, do that. And because he made this PowerPoint presentation like he was the CEO of Coca-Cola or something doing this thing. And I was like, I was like, how are you doing that? I can't make a PowerPoint presentation like that, and I've done them. And he was like, AI's doing this. And I was like, that's incredible. So that right then was when I started looking into it. And I started realizing, okay, if I utilize this and start thinking, using it correctly, Because the only other AI, but maybe a stupid song, lyric about this or whatever, it's like, it's just poking at it. And,
so check this out, you can get a GoPro on. You can send just anyone you want to say, I have a granite countertop company. I do tops like that. And I can walk into this bar and just, as long as he goes and looks at all the places where the stone gets, this and that, and comes back and download it and just comes out and
they make mock-ups of everything with the...
and then it takes the square footage, and then you apply that, and then you know how much... It basically puts the whole thing together in an estimate for you.
That's amazing. That's really cool, and that saves you a ton of money. Yes, it probably takes a job away from somebody. You know what? There's going to be plenty of jobs. There's always something to do. That's the buggy, whip, allegory when cars came. It's like there's going to be jobs.
There's always...
AI's not going to take your job. They might take a job. You'll find something else to do. There's always going to be stuff to do.
It'll raise the bar. It's like raising the tide and we're all the boats on the bar. Yeah. So we're just going to be at a different
That's
level.
absolutely amazing. I didn't even think about that. You go in and it just calculates,
It's literally endless, and it's like you have to have training on how to think again on things.
Yeah. And I've kind of, I'm lucky that I'm in that sweet spot when AI's coming in, and I think we all are. You're in the sweet spot to where you can still retrain your brain if you let yourself, because you can be stubborn and go, no, you know, and then congratulations, go stand out in your front yard with a water hose, get off my lawn, you know, it's like, because then you're there, you're that old guy, you know, but we've got enough experience to know the right questions to ask it, so it's like, you know, that's what makes it work.
Meanwhile, my mom is kind of saying, you know, set the timer for 45 minutes for this cake.
It would do it. Yes.
You know, somewhere some engine is blowing up in some room, center because of that one thing, you know, causing firemen to, you know, come and put out fires and risk their lives. Well, anyway.
But you're right, bro. Like now it's getting to like it can run your whole computer, but it's more expensive. But I look into it where like I use Manus. It's like if I pay, I think it's $500 a month or something like that, and then I can. Through my phone, I can be like, hey man, I forgot about these emails. Can you email these 10 people, blah, blah, blah. And it'll turn my computer at home, and it'll run. I was like, we got into that point.
My nephew, he's in computer programming and whatnot. He's 40 something now, but he's actively working on a project to where, I mean, and he's not the only one. He's actively working on a project to where it's going to be like, you know, your personal butler, to where you're going to have an avatar. Yeah. And you know what? As an introvert, I love that. I was like, don't even, you know, all your phone calls, you're not even going to talk to me. Yeah. You're going to talk to my avatar. My avatar is going to tell me what, and then I'll do whatever. And we'll still have human connection because that's important. Yeah. But you take all that bullshit out of your life, you know, and it's like, I mean, that sounds wonderful to me. You know, it's just like, do all your stuff.
Whatever.
And that's going to help the bit. I just told 2 days ago, it's like, hey, what is something right now that I can help smaller businesses with? You not websites and not because a lot of people are doing that now. You can do websites easily, and he just said that. He said, well, a lot of small businesses are having that they cannot answer their phone calls or they don't have a CRM, so we can build a small app where it's a bot that when they miss the calls, you just give them what it is. It goes, put us directed to the CRM, and it gives them a call, and then it gives it back to you, so that it's on one solopreneur. It's okay. All of that is going to go back to the system, but they won't miss those leads. And then at the end of the day, I got 20 leads, but he took care of it. I'm like, dude, I'm like, that right there, I haven't seen nobody like small business have it.
We're on the cutting edge of that.
So I'm like, if I can create that, and I said, am I able to create that and have a retainer where I charge them monthly? He's like, yeah, and then you could do it this way because nobody has it.
Hey, and there's one of those jobs that's getting created instead of taken away.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. It's like,
and then I can hire somebody that I take away, I hire an 18-year-old and like, hey, you take care of this, I'll pay you this, and you run it.
Think you might ever hire a bot to do all this delegating and goes hire some
I mean, at some point in time, maybe, I don't know.
Humans, like you watch out there, the bot just watching over these humans, and just like,
overseer.
What just happened? Well, look, you said you needed something done, and I wasn't going to.
Welcome to the Matrix, buddy.
Sense.
It makes sense, yes. It's crazy because all of this stuff that we're talking about, I mean, it's true. I hope that when I put out these reels, you take it and you're starting your entrepreneurship route, or you're halfway, or you feel like you want to quit or giving up. I just gave you something that, hey, you can utilize it. I haven't done it, but if you can take it and make something and ask it, you can do it. I mean, there's no excuse.
No excuse.
For nothing.
Just don't delude yourself. I mean, we all have the same superpower you have.
Yeah.
So, you know, use it wisely. I mean, there's other people, like I said, using it for different things out there.
It's like you, Dave. You grew the company, sold it. The other one sold it. I have a friend just like you. He started with cell phones. He said, bro, he sold it, and then he started another company. And he knew what he was doing. He said, after this, I'm gonna sell it. Now he owns 3 liquor stores, and he just opened up a Mexican restaurant in Long Point. And he's like, this is my last thing. Yeah. I'm gonna run it and sell it, and I'm just gonna live my life. And he's freaking young, but he found his way.
You know,
he found his way.
Yeah.
But those are the people that I want to be surrounded. Because I go to his liquor store, bro, and we just shop it out. And he tells me, bro, this is what I'm doing. I'm going out he's from El Salvador. He says, I'm going to go to El Salvador, then to Europe. I'm going to take 2 months and then come back. But he has a system and a process that works for him.
This probably isn't my last thing. It's like I was before this, before the war started, just recently, I was going to go to Macedonia and talk to some of the winemakers there.
Nice.
And get them to, I've got a winery license. I've got a place to sell it. You can have Macedonian wine, which is great wine that is super cheap, and then they will make the wine, label it for you. You get it. It's the same thing as being co-packed, but they co-make it. Yep. But you buy it by the container load, and then I know how to do the logistics with that, and then you sell it here. So it's like I might get into wine importing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to go at least check it out. It looked really cool. So.
And you're living life, bro. Like you living life. Like okay, it didn't work. Who cares? Maybe it wasn't my time to do it at that moment. It's all right.
You guys know, you're all entrepreneurs. 90% of the shit you do doesn't work.
No, it don't work, bro. It doesn't work. I did so many shit.
Then I'm being generous with 90%.
Bro, I wanted to be a fashionista, and I lost all that money because I didn't know shit about fashion. I just got it because I saw everybody doing it. But I didn't do my homework. Right. So now my mom told me, she told me, I don't think you lost that money. She said, because the stuff that you bought, you actually found the homeless people that truly needed it, and you went out there yourself and gave out that clothes.
And you got an education.
Right. And I was like, it took my mindset. I'm like, okay, I didn't lose money. Well, because I gave it away.
If it's going to be that inefficient, because it does feel inefficient, like you said, you spend a lot of time, and 90% of the time, or more than 90% of the time, you're going to fail. But you are living your life in the meantime. So, you better at least be, look at it as a challenge, I guess, and that's the best way to put it.
We could not be doing here. I could have been on an 9 to 5 work and be like, hey, I got to go to my... No, you leave, you're fired.
Yeah, that's right. I don't like that. I choose something different, and we all choose something different. So we're sitting here.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
And
that's the
anybody
thing.
can do it.
Anybody can do it.
I tell people, don't quit your job, because I did it. Like, my story is like, COVID happened, and that's when I jumped out and I started doing my shit.
Here's my deal. Anybody can do it, but you can't do it if you smoke weed all day and play video games.
That's for sure.
There you go.
That's all.
That's for sure.
That's the secret to life right now. You're already leaps and bounds ahead if you're not at home smoking weed and playing video games.
Yeah.
I mean, look, smoking weed and playing video games is fun. I get it.
Yeah.
But that you can't do things when you're doing that.
My rule is that for you guys out there is to do everything in moderation.
There you go.
That's what it is.
That's the key, because
exactly
if you do anything of anything, it's bad. Even if you work too much.
It's bad.
It's bad. Trust me.
You drink too much.
Drink too much.
Sounds like somebody had already learned that lesson.
That's
Me
right.
too. You work
Yes,
too much,
absolutely.
you work yourself to death.
You
dude.
can
It's
drink
like-
water too much. You can drink yourself water to
bad.
death.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
I think you made a point right there, because I saw a podcast, somebody that I saw a reel or somebody said, "Whoa, my friend went cold turkey, no drinking." But then the guy said, "You don't really have to go." The same thing you said. If you have that discipline of know how to drink or know when to do it, you don't have to go cold turkey, or you don't have to leave all of these things.
Some people have to.
Some people should. I went cold turkey with smoking cigarettes. And that's the thing, because cigarettes are really bad for you. I mean, alcohol's pretty bad for you too, but not like cigarettes are. And but
that was my dad. My dad too smoked
super-
a lot. And
dude, that's the only way you can. People all the time, they're like, "How did you quit smoking?" I was like, "I stopped sticking cigarettes in my face and light them on fire." And that's the only way you can stop.
it.
And they're like, "Ugh." I'm like, "No, that's really the only way you can stop."
Some people have a thing with willpower. I've noticed, it is all leaps of willpower, all levels. I would say of people living out there with different willpowers, and man, they can go into it. I mean, you see these people bent over halfway in the street. I just came from Vegas, and half the people bent over.
Yeah, meth zombies or whatever they're on.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I don't know what that
It's
is.
like bath salts or something. I'm not quite
I
sure
don't know
what it is.
It might be that shit that they're selling at the
vape
store.
stores?
Yeah, well, I don't even know what it's called. It's like some synthetic opioid thing that's legal, and that's the whole. Don't get me started on drugs and legalizing drugs.
Isn't it like Oregon or someplace out there in the Northwest where they
so-
legalized it? And it's
But I mean, it's like. I have opinions, but it's just like one
world
of those
we
things,
live in, right?
we all have opinions. But
Yeah.
it's like, if you're going to make this illegal and somebody's just going to make that, it's like.
They're gonna do it regardless.
You've got a problem. Look, we've already tried to make drugs illegal in America in the 20s. That didn't work out real well when they made alcohol illegal. It's like, and alcohol is arguably the worst drug there is.
Yeah, exactly. That's the weirdest part.
As
is
a drug dealer, because that's what I am. I'm a drug manufacturer, a drug dealer, and so are you now. Congratulations.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right. No, exactly right. And it's just,
drug dealer.
and what's funny about it is just
probably
like,
worse.
I was about to say, you're a drug and calorie dealer.
that's right. It's like a society as a whole once we're like, hey, we're going to make this illegal. And they're just like, oh, hell no. It was just like the whole society at once just said, no, you can't take that away. That's how addictive it is.
Yep.
Think of it like that.
It is. Yeah.
Where
And-
it used to be 18 when you could buy like beer and alcohol back in the day.
Yeah,
I think
it
you
was
could.
like 16 even
that
at one
long.
point.
Oh,
you know.
whoa, 16.
Way back then, I
And
think,
then
you know,
and
but-
they wanted it to bring it back to 18 a while back. I remember like in the 20s.
Makes
I'm like,
sense because you're gonna go shoot and kill people and be
fuck,
killed
man,
for your country.
Thank
You
God they
can't-
didn't, because imagine that through that 2026 it would have changed a lot of shit. Because a lot of they would have got in and drinking. This generation doesn't know. I mean,
The good
every
news
gener-
about our business is it's good when it's bad and it's good when it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You too.
Man,
So, you know,
That-
we're over here talking about everything, man. You should ask them more about the questions you had in there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But no, what I was going to say is like talking about business and like coming up with different ideas and everything. It's like the cakes weren't even like, wasn't even on my radar for a business. So I think I started last time. So it was holiday season of 2020 and I made the rum cakes, made a couple of them. They turned out well. And I sold some to friends on social media and wound up selling 13. So baker's dozen. And then after that was Mardi Gras. So I made the King Rum Cake. And then so I sold 19 of those. And that's when the light bulb went off. It's like, oh, maybe I'm onto something here. So it's like, similarly for whoever's watching, is like, you don't have to sit there and like try to think up ideas. It's just recognizing what's in front of you.
Yes.
Is like, you know, I don't, like I said earlier, I don't like baking, but I like
I don't like it.
You could be like,
The-
I don't like tequila reviews. You could be like,
I don't like this.
I don't like loading in.
right. But it's that customer service and like being able to give something to people
Yes.
and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You know, I didn't know for a long time I had a ministry in the music that, you know, we talked about some really deep things, realistic things, you know, hard things to deal with. It spoke to people. And they came back later and said, man, I really needed it at a certain time. And I was like, man,
Right.
all right. Man, I have a question about your cake. So
Yeah.
when you cook it, does the alcohol evaporate out of it?
That's a good question.
So, if on these smaller ones, there probably is some. On the large ones, not really. Now I make like the little bite-sized ones, probably most of it.
Okay.
But I glaze it with alcohol
There you go.
afterwards.
Okay, follow-up question. Has anyone gotten drunk by just eating it?
You probably could. Now, I've been drinking and had a cake, and it hits even harder.
Oh, wow.
I think because that
Okay.
sugar, like
Sure.
just
Oh,
it starts
right.
like to really accelerate or something, whatever goes on
Yeah.
inside the body. But if you were just to eat the cake, you'd probably get sick from sugar first. You tasted the
for sure.
margarita
I
cake.
would.
Yeah. Me too.
You tasted margarita
Want some
cake,
more?
but you will taste the alcohol in this. But it's like I said, there's probably more sugar in it.
Well,
than
now that we're
alcohol.
talking about it, open them
So,
up, bro. Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna.
Because we got to. I don't want
Before
the.
I
I don't
gnaw my
want the
hand
beers to get hot. So
That beer is actually just fine at room temperature, to tell you the truth.
So what's with the winter warmer?
Yeah, so a little caveat
Warmer
on
winter?
that. It's winter warmer.
is it
I know.
I looked at
Houston,
it. Is
it's
it
like-
chocolate?
No, it's so that's one of the older beers that we made. Having said that, I did not make that beer.
Okay.
That was made after the.
After it was sold.
After-
So
sold.
if it sucked, it's not my fault.
No, it's okay.
As far as I know, it's the same recipe. Although, like baking recipes, recipes mean a lot in baking. They don't work, but it's still if the baker doesn't know what they're doing. And I'm not saying that they didn't know what they were doing, because the people that made that and the people that they hired that were good people that knew what they're doing. But I always say it's like you can, and it's the same thing with baking. You can give 6 brewers the exact same recipe and say make this beer, and you're gonna have 6 different beers.
Yeah.
Because it's all technique. And I'm sure it is kind of
It
with
is.
too.
Well, and it's a science. Just like Preston Brown, he was telling me he started with 10 recipes. He now has over 1,000.
Yeah.
Because it's time, temperature, your yeast, like
Elevation,
everything.
even.
Like it's
Everything.
chemistry. Like
Because I noticed elevation really matters on this too, you know.
And I'm sure it does with brewing too. I mean, I'm sure that has something to do with the the pressures of how the yeast perform. But I mean, especially with beer, I mean, you got yeast in some of those too, but especially with beer, you are really what a brewer is a yeast wrangler. You're a farmer, and you're trying to keep your yeast happy. And you're drinking beer's alcohol is pretty nasty.
You sing to your yeast?
I had a whole line of beers that I played nothing but like death metal to, just to see what would happen. And it was rad.
Any
That's where
outcome
this
for
came
that?
from.
They were fine.
Yeah.
They were
This is
fine.
8%
Well,
or 7%.
I've seen that done with plants.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
actually
the-
react to
6.9.
it.
They sort of, I mean, I don't know. I've also seen, it's hard. I did not set up a scientific method.
Well,
I didn't have a
sure.
control. I didn't have a whatever. So
Yeah.
it's like, your brain does like, I love their like, this is a plant that I water with regular water, and this is a plant that.
Right.
It's like, yeah, okay. Well, did you pour that right out of the microwave on that plant? Because that's what it looked like you did. 'Cause it's like,
Exactly.
Right. So no, I don't know. I think that you can make yeast happy. When I say make yeast happy, I mean providing them with the things that yeast like. So consistency and whatnot. And so that's a whole nother aspect. You can have the best recipe in the world, and if you do one thing wrong, it's going to go downhill.
Yep.
Question: when you sold it, did you sold it out of it, or you kept like a 10%?
No, I sold all of it. What I did keep was in Texas. Texas licensing is really messed up for alcohol. So the only way I could serve wine at my brewery, because I had a brewery license, not a brew pub license, was to also have a winery license. And you have to make wine if you have a winery license. And I just wanted to sell wine in my tasting room because money. And I was like, well, I don't want to make wine. We can't really grow grapes here. I don't know anything about wine, but I've made mead before. So I opened Skull and Potion Meadery, which was just a subsidy. I had to make 5 gallons of mead a year. And I'm like, cool, I don't even need to sell it. You just have to make it. So I was just selling wine. Well, so I started making some stuff just for fun because we could. So when I sold the company, they didn't want the winery either, which was fortuitous for me because I didn't have to rebrand anything and I didn't have to sign anything. So I was like, all right, that's mine. And so I took that, and that was my contribution to RenMead, which are 3 different meaderies that kind of eventually just merged together. Now we still have different branding. You got Griffin, you've got Skull and Potion, you've got the Ferm, and then now we have RenMead. So we've got like 4. It's confusing, and we've talked about why don't we just turn it all into one, and then people that would be even more confusing. Like, where would the Griffin mead go? So it's like, so now it's like whatever. So we just I just treat it as different lines. So
Well, that works.
It works just fine. And it's funny because like Griffin specializes in fruit meads. That's what they did. The Ferm did like these, spice things, and then my company did like weird stuff. So it's like, so we just kind of all just, and now when we make a new mead, I was like, what would that fit best under? If I'm making a new fruit mead, it's going to be Griffin.
Okay.
Have you tried playing around with tequila?
I haven't done anything with tequila barrels. Because I did at the brewery, I had some tequila barrel aged Trapal that I did, which was very interesting. I can distill at my place, but I can only distill mead. So I can make mead brandy. I don't even know what that's called. But what I can do is I can make that brandy, and I can't sell the brandy. I can fortify my own stuff with it and make sort of port. Okay. So and we're doing that for the first time next year. Because we've got a still now. We bought the still from Bartlett's distillery that went out of business here. So our friend Van, he didn't, he was like, I don't, so we just bought it. So now we have a still.
To answer your question, one of each, maybe.
Okay.
One of these.
It's called telepathy through stomach vibrations.
All right.
So,
Okay. What do you want to start? I'll do one at a time.
Let's do chocolate first.
Chocolate? Okay.
Yeah, I want to try chocolate. So what is your plans? I mean, I know that you said you're doing the RenMead right now. Is that something that you is gonna keep on going?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. RenMead's gonna keep going.
I know you
it's, it's gonna be. We'll run with that for as long as we can.
I'm going to try to
Is the idea is to grow it and sell it too, or
no? Probably not.
Not this one.
It's funny. One of my business partners, he is starting to transition to where he's going to sell it to the employees, to where his section is going to be employee owned.
like give a
Where-
Oh,
percentage to
nice.
them?
Okay.
I don't know how he's going to work it out, but he kind of wants out of it, and he just wants to have his section. He wants to be paid for his
Yeah.
shares, but then after that, the employees will be the ones that own his
Yeah.
section. Then we'll see. If I get tired of doing it and something else comes up, I might do the same thing.
Yeah, I saw that there's a meat company that is called Carniceria Prime Carniceria, and they're open here in Houston. They're just barely new, and they open in Dallas, and they're doing really well. Like their meat is really good, the steaks and everything.
Yeah.
It's like premium.
Oh, yeah.
And they did a video, and the brothers they said, you know what, we're actually gonna give 1% to every employee. So I don't want them to feel like they're just workers, so they can have a piece of
That's
it.
smart, man. That's smart.
And I'm like, that is good. Remember, I think we talked about it on the last
Yep.
podcast. I was like, I saw that and I was like, to
You
put
want chocolate?
Yeah.
put that out there, it's
I'm
kind of
just
hard,
gonna-
you
I'm
know,
gonna
because
take
not a
three
lot of
pieces. I
people,
don't really wanna-
business owners, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to talk about, you know, I'm giving a percentage to.
Yeah, I
And I
keep
know
getting
that's
that.
good. Why not?
It's lofting over here.
Yeah.
No, and it gives your employees buy-in. It gives your
And they feel like they're just not going paycheck
Yeah,
to paycheck.
yeah,
You know, they're like,
yeah.
oh man, I love working here. Now I
you
got
give
a
a little bit of
percentage.
ownership in it, and they're
Oh man.
they got real quiet.
Right.
It's a good thing it's not a radio show.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab another fork.
Oh yeah. You know, as a kid, I didn't really like infused cakes with. I'm just glad I'm an adult now.
I'm glad I'm all grown up.
Well,
now.
and I've had a number of people tell me that. And it's like, I'm not really a sweets person, but I love your cake.
Oh, I'm
It's
not
like-
either. But I eat that whole damn thing. And I have diabetes. So,
Yep.
that is delicious.
Thank you.
Do you know what you're doing?
So how long have you
Sort
been
of.
doing the cake thing?
20 holiday season of 2020.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that's when you started doing it.
Yeah.
2020 with the
Yeah, it's my grandmother's
Oh,
rum
we're paying
cake
attention.
recipe. So
And where's your shop?
I live in Cyprus, and it's a home-based business still. So when I came and met Dave here at the firm, my plan.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna see if it's good.
I tried it right now, but I want to hear from you if it's. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
With the cake.
So yeah, like I said earlier, it's still up in limbo, I guess, as what's going to happen with the firm. But I am looking at this place to expand Drunk Baker.
Be a good place for it.
So if I don't get the space, I'm still going to expand. I have a wee funder that I'm setting up.
Is that working? No, you haven't set it up yet, or have you?
That tastes right.
The Wii Funder?
That's right.
Oh, I'm setting it up. Yeah.
You haven't done it yet?
No.
Because I tried that. I tried it for raising money for tequila.
It's a little oxidized.
It's really hard to do. You got to really promote it.
It's actually
Well,
pretty
that and it's
funder.
like they don't explain anything.
They don't. And there's other investors in there. They get like first dibs or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a weird setup, but I got almost no response. I thought I'd get at least something from somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Anyway, I'm not trying to be a
So,
downer on it.
no,
but it's just,
you're good. But
Try it.
I'm still going to go forward with the concept
Yeah.
as Drunk Baker Tap House and Grubbery. So you see the Grubbery on my shirt. Grubbery is actually how it started. And then I'll talk to a restaurant guru, if you want. I don't know what the right term for that would be, but he's a consultant, restaurant consultant. And he said, drop the Grubbery. It sounds like somewhere you go to sit down and eat. I was like, okay, that makes sense. So now it's Drum Baker and Company is the cake brand.
Good.
And then so the concept is Drum Baker Tap House and Grubbery. So it'll be a bar
That's where you
or
sit
a
down.
lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Do you want a glass?
so
Yeah.
morning starting out with coffee, and then just breakfast stuff, and then transition into a lunch, and then have have the bar at nighttime. So that's kind of the concept I'm working on.
And it's funny because remember when we used to talk about it, Shawn, and you're like, oh man, I know you got into it when you started looking for ghost kitchens.
Yeah.
And you did, and I remember it's like,
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna.
so
That's why I love it. Like, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna go find a ghost kitchen.
Yes.
And you went at it. I remember. I don't know when was. That's like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. I did find like one place that was reasonable. It was an hour away.
Yeah.
And then so it's like, I don't know.
The timing and.
Yeah. Working a full-time job and then trying to do that too.
And then you wanted to do your kitchen at home, right? Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
still
gonna-
do the kitchen at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So which one you want next? Strawberry?
Good. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
yeah, strawberry.
That's why when I tell you
So-
after this we gotta eat lunch and there's that place right there, I'm like, that's gonna be perfect.
Strawberry is one of my customer flavors, and a good number of cakes have been customer suggestions or requests. So on the strawberry, there was a Specs close to where I lived, and then I would go in there and get supplies and stuff, and just they got to know me in that one, just because I was going in there. You care if I put my finger on it? Okay.
No, I don't care at all.
Okay.
You're the baker.
Yeah, exactly. You put
So
it
you
all
put
in
your
this.
on there.
It was all up in there before.
This
is really good. I like this.
Be,
It's rather oxidized, which means it's staled.
Yeah.
There was some packaged air I could tell in there, but it retains its it retains its core thing, which is going to be toffee, raisins, a little bit of nuts. Actually, probably goes really good. It goes really good with the
did.
chocolate cake.
That's why I opened it when I was
it goes
like,
really
okay,
good with the
this is
chocolate
good.
cake. But you have to kind of pour these out into a glass, let them open up a little bit.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Was the person that you sold it to, that it was somebody that you know here, or it was just somebody?
No, the person that sold it was
somebody that was ready to
just
buy.
yeah, they had money in their hand.
Got it.
Actually, the person that bought it from him, that just bought it, that's just opening up, I saw that as a person that I do know.
Okay.
And I'm happy that he's got it. I'd only met him a time or two, but he owns another brewery and he's a restaurateur as well in Huntsville. So he's moving the operations here. He's kind of combining it. He's going to bring back a lot of. He's trying to revitalize the Southern Star brand, which is he's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, I saw that Southern Brown. I just saw that he liked it, and so I wanted to ask that. So I saw somebody else got into it.
But he has a group of people that know what they're doing. And the thing was that the people that bought the brewery from me, he hired a guy that knew exactly what he was doing. He hired a brewmaster from Germany.
Oh, whoa.
The guy knew
Nice.
exactly what he was doing. He's a stellar brewer, older guy. He's worked at Beta, he's worked at all these other different places, had his own place a couple of times, different places. But he's like, here, buy all the equipment that you need, but then he'd put handcuffs on. He'd put handcuffs on him, make him use, stuff that he shouldn't, have needed, whatever. But I mean, in the long run, you have to sell beer to make money.
Right.
And you can make the best beer you can and still not be able to sell it right because he completely blew up the relationship with his distributor and didn't understand how the laws worked. He didn't understand that he was tied to that distributor, that the brand was tied to that distributor. And he came in, just strutting his shit thinking, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and you can't. And, it just got into a swinging match pretty much. So,
Bro, I'm gonna cut that
it
when I
was-
took a little bite, and I went like, damn.
Yeah.
I was
Don't
like,
cut that. Don't cut that.
no, I'm gonna cut that little clip.
Oh,
that,
yeah. There you
Damn.
go. There you go.
Because I was, whoa. I love the chocolate, but this one, it was like a big, like,
yeah,
bunch. Like, I was like, whoa.
There's anything you don't make well, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Yes, this is
As a
yours,
matter of
man.
fact,
Well, it's not going to make it in the box if it's not good.
my God.
Ooh, that's boozy down the bottom too. I like it.
It is.
That's-
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
this is a
this is more cake than I've eaten in a year.
smoke. I
I
think
don't
it's
eat
old,
cake.
old smoky. I think. Strawberry and cream moonshine.
I'm thankful and grateful
So,
that I
yeah,
actually
it
got
is.
to meet you and we're here, because if it wasn't for that, we would not be here. I met him when he was starting, and it was at 1916 Jones Road, right? He had a little table over there at that bar. It's a bar, right? And I went there because they said it was an event, and when I got there, I said, there's no event here. And I saw him in the corner, and I was like, let me go talk to him. And
Well,
they-
yeah, and that was at Senate Avenue,
there he goes. Yeah.
and Shout out to Andrew there.
And from
Yeah.
there, we became just good friends and got to talk to the Empire guys.
Uh-huh.
They're doing freaking fantastic, killing it, bro.
Well, anyone listening from the from Majestic Stone, this is where all the cake's coming from now on.
Yeah, you heard that.
There you go. Yep.
Seriously, every birthday we celebrate in our business.
There you go.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of cakes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming, so I'm gonna have to order.
There you go. There you go.
September 19th.
Just let me know.
I'm
Yeah,
turning 20.
going about how the strawberry came about, as one of the guys that worked at the specs, we just chat when I'm there and whatnot, and just BS. And I was like, what's your favorite cake? Like, I like asking people just to kind of like get those ideas and things flowing. And he said, well, strawberry. So, okay. So, started walking the shelves. It's like, what in the world is strawberry? Like, where do you even find that's strawberry? And that's when I found the moonshine. And I went and got, so I made the strawberry cake and put the strawberry moonshine in it, and it's phenomenal. And it's how you taste it right here. That's the first time, and like it turns out every time.
Man.
Isn't that beautiful when you do that? The first
Yes.
time you're just like, that's it.
Yep. And I have made some that's like, no.
This beer went through, just probably 20 iterations before we got to this.
Wow. Okay.
It used to be called something different, and then we kind of swapped it around, changed the recipes and stuff. But then, like, Buried Hatchet, that was like, I had a vision of that in my head. I did the math, wrote the recipe down on paper, made the beer, and I was like, that's it. And I did more test batches, but every time I do a test batch, I was like, no, the first one's better. The first one's better. So finally, I was like, why am I doing this? We're going to make that one. So.
There you go. Well, it's really good. I like it. I like the darker beers.
Yeah.
I do
I like,
too.
Modelo Negro.
Way better.
And I approach it as I like all beers, but I like different things about them. Yeah. It's not that I don't like this one or don't like that one. It's like because, and Preston converted me on the IPAs. It's like, because I would have your traditional commercial IPAs, and it's like, I just don't like it. And then so when he invited me to come help him make an IPA, he's like, okay, I'm going to change your mind on this. And what he did was he took his IPA recipe, or one of his IPA recipes, but he added, I think it was a lot of wheat behind it. And then so it really took that bite out of it, and you still had that strong hop flavor behind it. It was so good. So shout out to Preston. Yeah, really good. But yeah, ever since, it's like, I know what an IPA should taste like now. Yeah. Like, because I had it as freshly brewed, and it's like,
I need to try that.
Yeah,
You know,
so but
Yellow Rose is pretty good. I like Yellow Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yellow Rose is pretty good.
But that's about it. I don't like many IPAs.
I have gone full circle. I used to love IPAs. I hate them now.
Wow.
So it's like, it's funny. I've gone full circle. I used to be just big, giant beers. Honestly, what's in my refrigerator right now? Carta Blanca. It's like, that's what's in
like Carta Blanca?
Hell yeah,
Wow,
Carta
okay.
Blanca,
That's
man.
the.
That's what's in there. I mean, or Estrella Jalisco. I like Mexican lagers, man.
Yeah,
it's just like, it's like.
But
that's
those kind of beers is like, it's funny because I go to like Mexican people that I have like and they don't. Either they have Tecate. I don't like Tecate.
I don't really like Tecate either.
I don't like Tecate.
I used to not like Modelo Especial, but I do now. I don't know.
I don't
But
like
when you went to
Especial,
Carta Blanca, I was like, whoa, I was like,
dude, I love
man,
Carta Blanca.
I haven't
It's so
seen
good.
nobody, not even in my family, that drinks that. You that said it right now. They drink Modelo. That's like their favorite.
I like Pacifico a lot.
Or Budweiser. I don't like Budweiser.
Yeah, I like Carta Pacifico's okay.
No,
Yeah, it's
Pacifico's
like-
good on what's it called with when you make it red? Michelada.
Michelada.
Yeah.
That's
I like my favorite Modelo's. You can only get it around Christmas time. Is that Noche?
Ah, yes.
That's so
true.
good. So good.
I also like is the lambic. It's the Belgian lambic.
I do too. I'm a sucker for that.
And sometimes I take a Blue Moon, and I'll mix Blue Moon part 2 to 1 Blue Moon 2 1 limbic. I think it's Lindemann's lambic, raspberry. Yeah.
When I tried Blue Moon the first time, I was like, what is this?
And there's a really good combination, I'm telling you, because you're going to put that citrusy orange in there anyway.
But I know that just gonna mention him because I know I got so confused at the beginning when we were doing this because he's like, no, this is Dave, and I was thinking about Bill. Because Bill has that the other beer that I was telling you about. That's what I thought we were doing today. He's like, no, bro, I'm sorry I gave you so many names. And I was like, because he sent me a message himself.
Okay, yeah.
And he was like, hey, I want to give you some first so you can try it out. And I told him, yeah, but I guess he left out of town and then he came back, so I never got a time to.
Yeah, because the brewery's actually in Pennsylvania, I think.
Yeah, he told me he was in
So,
Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's the one I was telling you.
Duquesne? I think that's.
Duquesne?
I think that's how you.
Yeah,
pronounce it.
Duquesne's beer is like from 1809.
Yeah.
And I have never tried that beer at all. So I'm like, hey.
You know, my favorite beer is Bell's from Michigan. It's from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Okay.
It's called Oberon.
Oberon's good.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It's good stuff.
I just got back. Like I said, I went to Minnesota, but I popped over to Wisconsin and got New Glarus stuff. It's like you can only get New Glarus in Wisconsin. Their spotted
didn't
cow
even know
is
about
so
that.
good.
Dang.
If you're ever in Wisconsin, they've got one called a raspberry tart. It's their kind of it's not a sour. It's a lambic style that they've been making for a long time. That's worth this.
I've never
weight in
been to
gold.
Wisconsin.
It's
Neither have
surprisingly beautiful.
I need to go.
Yeah, I went over. I was thinking nothing but cornfields, and there's a lot of cornfields, but there's also some hills and waterfalls and stuff. I was like, man, this place
Bro,
is gorgeous.
I went to school in Arkansas for high school.
That's rum, right?
In Arkansas, people were like, Arkansas, what do you? I was
whiskey.
like,
Whiskey?
Yeah.
I hated it at the beginning, and then after like my second year,
Where were you
I
at?
loved it. I went to Subiaco Academy, a little small town. You know what's Little Rock and then Fort Smith? I was an hour away from Fort Smith. So
Okay.
it was like, I was Subiaco Academy, and then there's Paris, Arkansas. There's Bentonville, Arkansas. All of those, I know all of them because I went to all of that stuff. Right there, I was gonna come back home to Houston because I told my mom, I got a scholarship for soccer. And then I said, Mom, I hate this shit. I'm in the city. I like the city. I don't like this. There's no city over there. And then I got to meet like the right people from Arkansas, and they took me out to snipers and shoot. And I'm like, oh hell. I'm staying
Some
here.
redneck shit.
Oh yeah, I was like, Mama, I thought you went earlier. I'm like, hell no. I got to shoot snipers. I'm like, hell, I never in my life done this shit. I stayed there, bro. We got, I don't know if I can say it. My mom sees it, but damn them boys. We got in a truck and then we said, oh, it's my uncle. And we went to a house and we toilet paper a house. We called the cops and they took us, and then the school, you know, because I was in a scholarship, bro. I don't think I told this story to my mom, but I was like, but I love those stories because they're so vivid, bro. Because at the end they're like, we didn't know them, bro. They came out with a shotgun and shit. And I'm over there like, I'm from
Arkansas
Houston,
shit,
bro.
though, man.
And I'm telling the guy, I'm like, dude, I thought he said you was your uncle. No, bro, I don't even know them. I was like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
Just
But we
shoot
were
you
drunk
from
out of
around
beer.
your house. Yeah.
And I was a freshman and they were seniors. So I was at the beginning. I was like, but that's what I talk about to people. Like, those are the things that people recognize with you, those kind of stories, being genuine, then kind of being fake and trying to make something. I'm like, fuck, just tell them, you know. Some people are gonna, you know, go with it. Some people are not. That's fine, you know. We're not for everybody. We know that.
That's funny.
We know that. I know that. Like, when I started doing all this stuff, I remember there was a time where it was too much and I couldn't make the parties and stuff. And then I started making the parties at my family. They're like, man, when you make it, I want a red Lamborghini. They were already asking me, like, when you make it. Because we see that you're going to be the first
Spend your
one.
money before you got
Yeah,
it.
like before you make it. And I'm like, now in my mindset, I prefer, you know, getting them a house. You know, things that, you know, like forget a Lamborghini. Everybody, because at that time, you're like, you see that on social media. It's like, no, man, how about an asset or something that it can make you grow? You know? Maybe something that you can utilize for your kids, or maybe start a business. I can help you start a business. Let me put the money up front so you can start it for your
I'm
kids.
just trying to put my kids through college.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's my
That's
goal,
the
man.
truth.
That's my goal.
I'm next. Well, I told my kids they don't have to go to college if they don't want
I've
to.
told my kids that too, and you know, because that's good advice right now.
It
And,
is.
My wife
Right
was
now
like,
it is.
she's like, why are you telling them that? I was like, because you can go. Have you seen how much an HVAC guy makes?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And there, you know what? There is absolutely nothing wrong with getting out and getting after it. You know,
Yeah.
because you could start that and then run your own company off of
your own
that,
company.
figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, my oldest kid, he managed to put himself and get a degree in 2.5 years. My middle kid's at OU right now, so this is the weirdest shade.
I know.
This is the weirdest shade of maroon I've ever. I'm an
2029.
Aggie, And this is the weirdest shade of maroon I've ever worn, you know. But
But
so,
that's good. It's the same
it
with
is.
me. We got younger kids. My daughter just turned 14. So since she was 5, I've been teaching her the entrepreneurship and the other world, 9 to 5 or whatever. So I'm like, whatever you choose, or you want to help me run the business.
you know, it's funny. So this kid, he's pre-med. He wants to be a doctor.
Mm.
And,
You got to go to college for that.
And after, and you do. But I told him, I was like, look, you might get there and decide you want to do something completely different. I've got my predictions. I think he's going to end up being a minister. Because he has gotten really, really into, he's gotten really, really religious over the last couple of years, and he's got that gift of just popping off prayers and all kinds of stuff.
Wow,
He's
okay.
and he's already gone and done 2 missionary things, in different places, and I'm like, that would also make me happy. It's like that made me very happy. It's like you go and you do.
What makes you happy?
You don't know what you're doing. You're 18.
Yeah.
You'll find your calling and you'll figure it out. And then, if you don't do that, and you don't do this, and you end up being, something completely different. Whatever. Just chase your happiness.
And I'm learning a lot too from there's no manual being a father.
No. If there is, I did it all wrong.
Right. We're trying to learn as fathers. Like now,
They try to give you a manual in high school.
I look and
figure
sit
out how to make
yesterday. I was sitting down and I was like, man, I went on vacation to see my daughter just a couple of last month, right? And there's some things that I'm like, the words that we tell our kids, it's very important what you say to them. So I'm like, man, I was sitting yesterday and I was like, I shouldn't have said it that way.
Of course.
I mean, but like I said, there's no books
There's no
for
books.
us. But
I've made so many mistakes parenting.
Yeah.
But so does your parents, and so do my parents, and so does everybody's parents.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I had great parents. And
Look, I think adults are just traumatized children.
we are.
You don't become an adult until you're traumatized as children. Otherwise, you're still living in your mom's basement, playing video games, smoking weed.
Right.
So
It's just that's how it works.
It is.
Yep.
It's about the struggle.
Yeah.
And the struggle, again, we talk about in every show.
Yes.
People are like, man, I don't want that struggle. They want
No,
that
but no,
money.
you have to have that struggle. That's what makes you.
Yes.
That's what
It
forges you.
breaks you.
That's the
Course.
crucible.
Yes, it is.
Because if you don't have that struggle, you don't understand. It's like when you're a kid and somebody gives you $20, you just go blow it. And then you have to earn that $20,
Yep.
and you're like, man, no, I don't want to spend that on that dumb stuff.
Which is
It's like,
funny
it's
because
like-
I do work for some churches out there, and they're the stingiest with their money, and I'm like, don't you always get this for free?
And it's just the mindset there doesn't sink in for the church-going people. I'm afraid, but for the most part, you're correct. 100%.
I mean, you just got to struggle. You don't appreciate it. You don't understand how sweet life is unless it's sucked really bad.
Yes.
It's like, and that's the whole thing. That's why it's okay to fail 95% of the time in business, because if you didn't, you would take it for granted. I think. I don't know.
Some of the most successful stories and people I know in life and in history, I read about them all the time. I meet them all the time. I have one as a mentor. They came from almost nothing. Some were homeless. Some were, living in their car. I was also one of those kind of guys who was down and out like that for many times actually. And it's because I put it all out there, and believe me, it gets chopped off. I put it out there, it gets chopped off. You just gotta keep going.
It is, man. Success to me looks a lot less like having things and doing all that. It looks a lot more like getting up again, brushing the dirt off you because you just got knocked down, and then standing up and taking another one. It's just, but you just keep moving forward. And eventually, your net positives, add up.
They
think,
do.
It's like, it's hard.
And it's about the personalities, the relationships that are built along the way that make the matter.
There's a lot to be said about making money. You got to make money. Unfortunately, you got to pay for food.
Nothing is free in
Put
this
your kids through
world.
school.
Through school.
Their clothes, their
Gotta make your kid
shoes.
live. But you got to do something. And we say it all the time on this show. God can steer a moving car better than a parked one. You got to move the car if you're going to have God steer your life. You got to move your life. Get out there and do something about it. Now, you can't be stupid about it either. You have a good idea and do some common sense. One thing about Solomon's paradox, and I use this all the time. Do you know what Solomon's paradox is? Solomon was considered one of the wisest kings there is.
Yep.
And the only reason why he's considered one of the wisest kings, and he's in the Bible, Solomon, from the Bible, is because he asked a lot of people a lot of questions.
Yep.
And he would observe and then finally get the right answer, because either the majority would come up with the answer, or it would be, kind of what it is when you're not swimming in it. It's like the guy on the outside pool is going, just move your left hand and right hand and kick your legs, you're going to be fine. And this guy's drowning in the meantime because he's just panicking in the deep end. It's just, so the observer or objective point of view seems to be always a better way to look at things internally, and that takes a lot of ego killing a lot of times. And that's also another part of it, I've killed my ego so many times to think I can do something and I get beat down pretty hardcore, and to not get down and out, but to also to have enough pride to keep you alive. You got to have that, but not enough pride to keep you down and out. Because you can trick yourself into thinking. I mean, it's all psychological. We're talking psychological stuff here now, because you can trick yourself into thinking all kinds of stuff, I've heard someone told me one time, maybe you're afraid of success. I said, that's ridiculous. Afraid of having money? No, it's the responsibility that comes with the money. That is what the thing is.
It is.
And that, because when you start being successful in your business, then you got paid bills and people, and you feel it.
Your
And
team,
your team, and you do feel it. But you can turn that around. You can twist it just a little bit, and you can make a relationships out of it.
Yep.
And that's what carries on. And honestly, it doesn't matter, because when you die, the money doesn't go with you. But I'm pretty sure those relationships carry on, because that energy doesn't die.
Yeah. It's that the older I know the older we get wiser, but I have met younger people in the 20s, 25s that they're pretty wise.
Oh, yeah.
I met someone, sit down with some, and I'm
Not
like,
me. I was a dumber.
No, I was.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, so I would not.
But it's like, that's what I was just telling my youngest son, my middle son. We just drove him up to Oklahoma City. This is his second.
Yeah.
This is his second year, and I told him, I was like, there's something about him. He's just like, he's so wise for his age, and it's just like, and I think his relationship with God is part of that. I think his intelligence is part of that, because he's just intensely smart, and he pays attention, and he's just like, that's the thing. He's always paying attention, and he's always mindful. He's the first person to say thank you for doing that.
That's everything you just said about your son is quintessential kind of like there's like key elements there, like intelligence, and people go to God. I grew up. My dad was an Episcopalian preacher, so he still is.
No, yeah, he's a good guy.
He's,
Good guy.
he's on the show actually.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve Bancroft and the Reverend Stephen Bancroft.
The Reverend.
And it's kind of funny, because he's a little bit, we call him a little rogue, because he talks about things like we talk about on the show, the realism of things and everything. But the intelligence part, how many people who could have been doctors, lawyers, or whatever, scientists and such, that no politicians, by the way.
No.
And
Look at that, bro.
it's kind of funny how that goes.
Paul.
Oh God, he's watching. Paul, what's up,
Well,
man? The guy who made this tequila is watching this right now.
He can't watch it. We're not going live. This
How
is
did he not
pre-recorded.
watch it? Oh, I think I sent him a picture.
Oh, you sent him a picture?
Never mind, he'll see this later.
That's good.
So I find it fascinating, because it's like the top echelon of the people, like the most intelligent, the most I would say, like you said some other things, some other key elements about your son that really become, I would say, characteristics of a preacher, of the makings of a preacher. And
That's why it wouldn't surprise me at all, And then on top of it all, he's got such a sense of integrity, and that's.
you can't teach that.
You can't, no.
No, character.
How many kids you have?
I've got 3, and they're the best 3 kids in the world. They really are. They're
Well,
fantastic.
He must be a great father.
Yes.
Because
You try, like that was,
I can tell you this: my kids, all 3 of my kids are way better human beings than I ever was. So it's like
That's a good
I did
father.
it.
see, you're showing them what not to do. And
what it
look,
is,
I do
yeah.
the same thing. Don't fall flat on your face and
yes,
brokenness like your father and break your nose. Don't do it. And you're just like, yeah, we want that.
Yeah, they're
bloody
by the
mess,
way,
you know?
none of my kids drink. None of my kids
See?
smoke anything. Just like they're great. It's like my youngest this is his senior year in high school, So he's got one more year to go, and he's not real sure what he wants to do. And I was like, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out.
glad
you don't smoke weed. You're not gonna smoke and weed and play video games. And he plays video games, but he's my most kid of the kids. He's trying to be an influencer, doing stuff on. He's got his own little show on on whatever.
That's
and,
good.
And I'm encouraging that. I was like,
Do it.
you're probably not gonna make it. I'm not telling him that, but he knows that. I mean, it's like everybody's trying to do that, and they're all doing the same thing. They're all, whatever. It's better than having destructive hobbies. It's better. He's learning. He's teaching himself. So I'm going to try to give him the tools that he needs to, to do the things. And if something comes out of it, cool. If nothing else, whatever. That was something that he did.
See, that's what makes the hallmark of a good father is knowing what your kids are and allowing them to be their best they can be.
Yes.
That's it. And I know your daughter's here, and it's one
I
of
was
those
just
things
about to say that, and her and her brother are twins. So I have 3 as well. So I have an older son, and then my twins. But there are no favorites. It's like, but it's like Abby. Well,
Did you beat me at the cake eating contest?
I did, bro.
Hold on.
but I will say is like Abby is more following in my footsteps than the 3 of them. So, like Jacob, he seems to be more of that entrepreneur, but like you hear about the C students, they become the CEOs and the guys that do that stuff.
I was a D student.
Yeah, right. And that I'm not going to speak anything into his life, but it's like they're going to do what they're going to do. But it's like what I see coming is Jacob is that C student that goes on to do something big. It's when he's engaged, he's engaged. When he's not, it's just like he's in his own little world.
You just got to find the right thing for the right people. Some people are just cut out for school, and some people just aren't.
Right.
And there's everything in between.
Yes.
And then my oldest,
Which makes
Daniel,
it really interesting.
he can play nearly any guitar that he picks up. It's fascinating to watch because it's like I've played the bass here and there. It's like, okay, yeah.
Let's jam out, bro.
And I love watching people play. And then like I've told myself if I'm going to buy one guitar ever, it's going to be a Gibson ES3.
But see, here's the deal: you won't, because when you buy one, you're
that's
going to buy
a hollow
another one.
And then
And then you're going
that's how it's going to go.
and then you're going to look and
Yeah,
you're going to
hollow
go,
body.
Yeah.
I don't need these 13 guitars.
13 guitars.
I'm going to buy another one.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that is, and
Yeah.
that was the last time for me. I was like, I don't need another guitar. I'm going to buy an Irish bouzouki and learn how to play that.
By the way, that's one of the guitars I'm going to buy. I don't have yet.
And it's like
I don't have any Gibsons, and I would really like to have one.
Yeah, and I've listened to so many guitars, and it's like that one always sticks out to me. And it's not going to for everybody. Everybody has their own taste.
Yeah.
But it's clean when it's clean, and when you want to like just jam out and rock, it does that too.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh.
Let me tell you though, I have that go-to X that I have to go to. It's on every album cover for a reason, and it's because I can't. It took me something like 18 years to get that tone, and I mean that because I didn't have money all the time, so I just had to wait to save up money to buy something and try it out. It didn't work. Put it in the closet.
What is it?
Next thing, it's a combination of things. It's
Frankenstein. Huh?
a Frankenstein.
Nice.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's yours. Hey, that's
Yeah.
the
And I
thing.
listened to a lot of Eddie Van Halen and what he did to make his
Halen,
sound and
yes.
his guitar and everything. He actually created a lot of what we deal with today.
Yeah.
Because they didn't exist before him. And we're still in that era where things can be created. Whether it be
for sure.
this, cake. Actually, it's getting better. It's like the golden age on
It
that.
is.
It's
Because
not gonna be here for too long.
it's like those crust where you cut off the crust of the bread when you make those pimento sandwiches from you had at church all the time. They don't exist anymore. It's like they don't exist anymore.
No, they
it's
don't.
like I hate to say it, but the Jack Daniels I think might be gone eventually because of what happened with the
That was my
Jack
favorite too.
It-
When I was 18.
See, that's because that's all they had.
That's
I
can't drink
because it's
Jack
all they
Daniels.
had. That's my point.
Yeah.
Now everyone's kind of going out and doing things. We're this cutting edge.
Yes.
Even what your idea of making a different
Hydra DNA.
Yeah, all this stuff is coming out because there's enough people to be able to have a market for it, and it's all not being, forced down our throats by advertising. And this is what whiskey is, so that's it. I thought Jack Daniel's was like, this is it, then we're in trouble. And it's just like, finally I started tasting better whiskey.
I didn't think I liked whiskey until
Right, and you taste a good whiskey, and then it blows your mind.
and I did the same thing with Jack Daniels as you did with tequila.
Ah.
So that's like I can't even smell it. I had one Jack and Coke when Lemmy died, just because, and then I was like, nope.
I think you said drink El Toro tequila with squirt. And it was the worst ever. The worst ever. And then Southern Comfort, And then one of my buddies bust out his teeth on Southern Comfort on the front porch. And I was just like, that just like vision with me, and the next day vomiting. I can't believe I'm saying this on this thing, but I just imagine teeth and vomit. It's just, it's horrible. I can't touch it or smell it anymore.
Nope. There's some of them that's just like, nope.
Yep.
Okay, well, I got to hear about the guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to talk about that?
Yeah,
it's a Les Paul.
They wanna.
It's a Les Paul Studio
Okay.
Plus.
Okay, yep.
They made a Supreme, which was after that, but this was the Plus made a lot of sense because it cuts like a knife. I'm talking the high end of it, and it's got that low end. So I had to get the low end because of the cutting of this humbucker that was going through. It was really high pitched, and I had to get an amp that could handle the high pitch and bring it to a low at the same time. So, 410 amp wouldn't do it, right? So I had to get one 12-inch.
Okay.
Is all it takes to get the low end out of it, and then it still has the high end. And a Fender Deluxe is what I use, and I run it clean as can get. I mean, as crystal clean as I can get. Equalizers all the way across, pretty much. And then I run it through an Ibanez tube screamer, and then you mess with the tone a little bit there. Yep. And then there's this extra bright button on this Fender that you press. And this thing goes up to 11 or something. Oh, whoa. Right. And I can't get it past 2.5. I mean, and the thing is, the tubes on it don't get hot until you hit 3. So 2.5. And so what I have to do is crank that thing about to 4, let's say. And then I pull it back on my volume pedal.
Yeah.
So I can get the sound from the tube going through, but a lower volume, and then send it the clean through the Ibanez, and that's how I get my tone. And then, of course, technique comes after
Well,
that.
yeah.
So
You can do all the setup, and if you can't play, then yeah.
And it's funny because I will call it. It was like I was playing at the my last birthday last year. It was like a bucket list item. I got to play for the first time at Green Hall opening.
Nice.
Opening.
Nice.
We not opening, headlining. So the first
still
time
good?
headlining. Yeah. And I told him, I said, hey, that tone is really sounding good. It would just ring. I'd just go, ooh, it'd just go ooh, forever for one too. And I was just like, that's good. And I was like, man, your tone is really good. I said, you know what? Everyone's going to say at the end of the gig, it's going to be like, you didn't play well. It's not going to be anything that you played well, which I'm going to kill it. But it's always, man, that tone was amazing. How did you get that tone?
You worked hard at it.
And that is like now a compliment.
That's good.
But I used to take offense because I'd be like, well, what about my playing? Right. Is that just a nice way to say I suck? It's just like, but no, it took me a while to realize that tone. And I realized when I was a teenager going through it, it just wasn't there. It was like, they'd be like, man, that sounds really good, Aaron. I'd be doing that. I'd be like, no, it doesn't sound good at all. They're like, yeah, it sounds really good. No, it doesn't sound like this. And I'd press, the tape, and it would go, and then it'd be like, yeah, it sounds exactly like that. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. How do I get there? It took
figured it out.
20 years.
Figure it out.
Because it had to do with the listening to your ears and everything. Because believe it or not, if you play along to a untuned piano, your ears tune to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll mess you up for a few years. And that happened to me a couple times. Just because I was, poor and didn't have the right equipment, and didn't, when you, I don't even want to say it, pitch perfect is a whole other thing that you can lose. I was pitch perfect several times, it seems, but I lost it because of things being out of tune.
Yeah.
It's weird. I never really talked about that.
That's good. You're talking about it.
Well,
That's great.
I don't know if anyone ever thinks about or talks about that stuff, but Eddie Van Halen does. I listen to him all the time, but. on podcasts about how he talks about his guitar, because I'm like, man, that's intriguing to me, but that's just nerd. That's just like guitar nerd stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, nerd stuff is fun.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Okay.
and
Well,
that's-
welcome nerds.
No, that's the,
You know,
that's,
so-
the that's the best thing about right now, I think, in this time that we're in, is like everybody is nerd about something. It used to be, when I was growing up, it was like, oh, nerds or whatever. It's like, it's like if you're really into Formula One racing, you're a nerd.
Yeah.
If you're really into wrestling, you're a nerd.
I love wrestling.
But if you're really into anything, you're a nerd. It's like
man.
just nerd out, embrace it,
Yeah,
do it.
embrace it.
It's
And
like,
it used to be I couldn't afford a guitar at all, and my parents just they helped as best they could. Thank you, parents. But so it was really my piano teacher was like, well, if you're gonna quit piano, you're gonna pick up something else, right? I'm like, well, yeah, guitar.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I got one for you, but it's acoustic. I was like, that's for nerds.
and I'm a giant nerd because that's mostly what I play. I mean, I've got several electrics, but man, I love my acoustics.
And here's I do. Yeah, of course, I do
like- that's
too.
my
And so,
favorite.
but back then, and I was like 12 or 13, and I went home, and this is back in the 90s, like late 80s. I'm sorry, late 80s. And I was just like, my dad had this thing where he couldn't hear the television because we're all cooking and it's like in the main room and talking. So I had this thing called the Whisper 2000. The Whisper 2000. And he put this headphones on and he had this thing he'd point at the TV and it was an amplifier and he could see. And I was just like, Dad, what's that? He's like, it's an amplifier. I was like, really? Can I have that? And I took it and I put it, I taped it to the inside of the acoustic guitar and I just put my earphones on and just put it all the way up and the distortion was there and I was like, bam, bam, bam. I was like, that's it. That's
That's how the search for the tone started.
That's how it started. It was
That's
like,
amazing.
and I taped that thing. It was there for years, and no one knew what I was talking about because it was just me and my earphones. But
awesome.
yeah, and it goes on from there. But there's another
Bro, that's
where I ripped out my first guitar's guts on the what was it? It was a Squire, Fender Squire, made from Korea. And I put Seymour Duncans in her hot rails and then humbuckers.
I'm still a sucker. I'm still a sucker for hot rails. I've got hot rails on my Strat. I'm just like, mix.
Maybe because those Strats make good bodies, great bodies, but their innards suck. You just got to rip them out and replace them. So, do we have any we're gonna have a lot of comments from followers on
a lot, bro.
from,
I think
bandmates.com
right
and
now,
stuff.
over here, quiet in this time, but I'm like, this is what I like. Genuine love, Yeah, we all went through a lot of guests that we have had, but I know that I wish that, man, this would have been freaking a blast if we would have been doing it live because we talking about a lot about everything. But it's cool because I'm still gonna premiere it live on YouTube, so that's not a problem. But that's why I created it. Like H-Town, I want to make sure that the restaurants are here. Month of October, we're gonna have kidpreneurs, kids that own.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
because I have people that I know I know a girl that she's 13. She runs a bakery.
That's awesome.
2 years now. She has a little place because
That's
of her
awesome.
parents saw the vision. She
Yeah.
lives in Sugar Land. Got 3 kids that they're music artists and they're 8, 9, 13. So that's the passion when I started seeing and I knew it was God's timing when I tried it so many times, but it wasn't the time. I was doing it on my time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this time, I sat down and I took because the business, when people tell you got to do the business thing, it's sometimes not going to work out the way you want it to work out. So I just sat down and said, this is the way I want to do it, God. And this is the name that I'm thinking about. And it was like me and him talking. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. And it's like, okay, oh, that's it. And I said, okay, I'm going to take action and execute it tomorrow already. And I did it, and I said, hey, it's an Unplugged. I said, no, it has to be a network. Because I said, I went and studied for CNN and Fox 26, and I'm like, I want to be a network just like them.
You already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So you just went into that role.
Yeah.
That's how that happens. This is where people make money. And they think that people that you pray and you're gonna make money and God help me and it's gonna be like winning the lottery. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta do something, obviously, but there's people out there who don't believe in God and they're making lots of money and stuff. And they're like, how does that happen when they're not even praying for money? It's because they understand how to go into the role that is, that's mine, I'm going to get it.
I'm gonna get it.
But when you're a Christian as well, you can have the same mindset. As a matter of fact, you are a covenant through the blood of Christ. That means you are allowed into that heirship that is that money, or provisions, I guess you could call it. Really, and that's what it's about. And if those people who aren't praying for it, that's unrighteous money, Well, then why can't people who are, let's say, more righteous than that go after the same money and use it for something that's good? Make it unrighteous money, righteous money.
Yeah.
Well, and I've struggled with the name Drunk Baker because as a believer, it's like, how does that mix?
Exactly.
You're like, obviously, we can enjoy beer,
Yep.
we can enjoy some tequila, but to actually brand yourself, and I don't think I got to that on the last show, like how Drunk Baker came about, but to have that and then to still identify as a believer and to believe in God, it's like, how does that mix? And just real quick on the name, as my girlfriend at the time, she would take the cakes to work, just to like, hey, what if like I need feedback? It's like I think it's good, but it's like I need that feedback.
And the feedback, yeah.
And then just offhandedly one day she said, "Yeah, Shawn's my little drunk baker." And then she came back and told me that, and it's like, that's it.
That's I love it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It is
So-
a perfect name. It really
Yeah.
is.
And then,
Because I mean, it's not like you're advertising yourself as a drunkard baker.
Correct.
You know, I mean, you're the drunk baker. It's like that's a brand.
It's a
You know,
brand.
that's-
Yep.
Totally.
well, and like talking about brand is like I've heard over and over again. Is like it's all about the brand. It's like if you see the golden arches, you know what that is.
Arnold.
If you see the little gecko, you know what that is.
Geico.
Yeah. And then so, you know, I took that kind of mindset and like kind of went with it. But, you know, going back with like, I didn't have a plan to have a business doing cakes. But I've done like every other entrepreneur, I've done this and tried to, you know, do this. And it's like doing things on my own, in my own capacity and knowledge. It's like, we go all over the place. And it's like, when I came across the cakes, it's like, it's almost, to me, it's almost like God saying like, here, what are you going to do with this?
Right.
And sit
Right.
back and watch.
Right.
And to see what is like, are you going to use what I've given you?
For the right purpose, the right
And-
way.
Correct.
You know, because you can abuse anything that's given to you, anything at all. That's true. And it's about, again, it's just probably, is it relationships driven? I
Yeah,
imagine.
it is.
So it's, you know, a lot of people gather. I was talking to someone about this the other day, and it realized, as you're going through a bar, like they're like, why do you do ministry at a bar? And I said, well, that's an ungodly place. That's probably where it needs it the most. You know, and not just that, you know, you're talking to people. And when you can have a beer with someone, you can talk to them on a different level than someone on the, you know, someone who sits there and you know, you can't have a beer with me. Why not? Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to talk to you because you're probably judging me now.
Right.
And you know, no, you're not getting the full stream of what that person is.
Well,
It's
and,
huge.
You know, I personally say Yahusha for Jesus.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah.
that's me. I'm not going to say anybody else has to do
No.
that. But, you know, his first miracle
Turning water into wine.
was at the wedding at Cana.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
It is the best wine. They said save the best
Right.
wine for last.
Right.
I mean,
So-
that made it. You know, it wasn't just. It was the quality.
Yes.
You know, so yeah.
and then, yeah, so it's like, I bring that to here as well. It's like, you know, like you're saying in relationships, if I can bring that relationship to the table, like we're doing right now,
Yeah.
That's right.
it's like, that's what it's about.
That's all it's about. Absolutely.
And that's
Yeah.
why. That's
That-
why the H-Town Unplugged Network is like, I want to bring, that H-Town has its platform. I'm not going to come here and tell you, hey, you got to pay me $300 to be in this show. No, I'm like, hey, let's go. I could have said, hey, because I remember you said, hey, I'll pay you for it. I'm like, no, man, I'm going to drive over there and do it.
One day
because-
we're gonna charge though. Get in quick though.
I keep looking for the parking attendant because you're in 2-hour parking.
Like 2-hour parking,
I don't know
yes.
if you want to take a break and just move your car over here.
know?
That's all
Gotcha.
you need to do.
We'll take. I'll go do it, and then you go do it. I guess. Or when is this ending? How long
So
will it be?
how can I park it?
Just park someplace different than you're at, and you'll be fine.
And I'll be fine?
I'll be
Yeah,
right
just
back.
musical cars.
Okay.
And your door is magnetically locked. Your door is magnetically locked.
Let me know if my Jeep is
daughter
still
can't
there.
Get out.
Oh, you just have to push on it a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna hear me?
It's the
That's
Jeep.
fine.
My Jeep's still there, right?
Abby, you want to move the truck?
Is it unlocked in the middle?
It is electronically locked.
It's unlocked, but it's like,
You have to just push it. Let's see. Let me get it. Sorry.
no, you're good.
He's like going with the hands. I get it open.
Maybe.
I just want to make. That's what I was looking. I was like, is that the parking lady?
No, and we can finish up too because I think
Oh.
we did.
You have to really go after
Yeah, it's good though. Like, I love, like I was saying, it's when I meant like not charging. I'm never gonna charge for a because I already built the presentations of how I wanted it, the H-Town Unplugged network to go. But for me, because I'm the main guy for the H-Town Unplugged network, this is always gonna be free. The network, when you want to become part of H-Town Unplugged,
Right.
that's when it's gonna
Right.
be. But this, me, going on Tuesday, that's my show.
Yeah, but that's a whole different level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's what when I meant, I want people to know that, like, when I talk to restaurants, they're like, a lot of them, they don't want to do it because they're never done this.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're doing reels and here, there. But I said, you want to make sure that people give you feedback. You want to make sure you're in a live stream where people are going to give you this. And that's how I started getting restaurants. And they were like, oh, this is fun. I'm like, I don't know why I'm not doing this. And I'm like, I have a team to, that the marketing team, but we're not doing this. And I tell them, because it's not that you just got to do it. You got to know what you're doing too. You just not.
It takes
time.
a while.
Yeah, it takes
a while.
time. But I let them know. It's like, hey, just don't quit on doing. You can do reels. You can do funny reels and this and that. Make sure that you keep up your brand. But when you go to a different level, either podcast or live streaming, I'm doing it because I already know it's been a long time. So that's why I'm here, so I can help you and make sure that you become part of the network. Because I started studying, like I said, CNN. How did CNN started? How did Channel 26? How did Channel 13 started? They started, yeah, and small, and they just grew where they're at right now. Now you see them. It's Channel 13, yes, but they have their own. Like at 3 p.m. they have a show. At 7 p.m. they have another show. I'm like, why can I not do that as well? Houston-based, but grab the attention for YouTube. So I can grow myself in YouTube, but grow with the community of H-Town.
Yep.
And I was like, that's when I was like just talking to God, and he's like, what are you waiting for? Just do it. And I was like, damn, he's right. What am I waiting for? Even if it's not perfect. I didn't have this camera when I started. I didn't even have these lights, bro. I had like some little lights that I bought in Amazon. This right here, I'm thankful and grateful. I met a friend, he HVAC. I think he is HVAC. I only knew him online. We met him, right? What's his name? Damn it, I forgot his name.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we
It's been a
talked
while,
to him.
yeah. And
He has a Rolls Royce.
only
there?
on Facebook I knew him. Never met him in life, bro.
Yes.
I went to downtown we were doing the tequila. He came in the back and he's like, bro.
Ruben?
That was the first time I met him in real life. Like he saw me, he's like, bro, this is the first time we're meeting in life. It's like God meant it to be. From there, we connected. He came to the office. We sat down and talked. Rene. Yeah, he listened. And I said, man, I wish I was telling him, I had these lights. I know, I'm going to get them anyways because I'm still doing it. I'm not quitting. I'm still doing it. And he was just listening.
We gotta go hang out with him one.
And he was just listening. He's like, bro, what's your address? And I was like, this is my address. I want to send you a book about God and stuff because I'm just listening. He bought the lights. He bought the mics.
Oh, nice.
He bought pretty much by just listening, bro.
That's awesome.
When he sent all that, Renee, he sent that stuff to my house.
That's awesome.
I met him the next day, bro. You shouldn't have. He said, no, bro. God was telling me that I needed to do this for you. And I learned something so hard from him that said, when somebody is trying to bless you, don't stop their blessing.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
God's
that's-
blessing them to bless you. So now I learned that new for myself too, because I started blessing other people myself, and they said it to me. No. And I'm like, nope, I can't. I can't stop this blessing. God is telling me that I had to do this for you. Either you like it or not, or if you want to sell it or anything, it's okay. It's God's telling me that it was that prayer that you needed this, and I'm doing it for you. The same way Renee did it for me, bro. And it's like little things like that open up my eyes, and I'm like, I want to do this. I want to make sure that I can help the smaller business that has an open truck that they're struggling and they don't know social media. I'm like, let me have them here. let me help them, let me build it, because I have a big vision. You mentioned something that is in my mind, the H-Town Unplugged block party. I'm like, it's been in my mind. I know where to do it. You just gotta sit down and
Can't
make
wait.
sure we
We
do
gotta
it.
get enough people here to
Yeah.
get going, and over time, and we're gonna collect our people. Y'all are some of our people now.
Yeah.
And we will have a block party that will be H-Town Unplugged block party
Yep.
for all of our listeners to show up to. And obviously, they'll get to see all the people on these podcast shows.
Oh yeah, man! It's a bigger vision. It's the live streaming, as you already know, live shopping. Everybody's shopping on Amazon. Everybody's shopping in these places. It's China's been doing it for years. So I'm like, why not implement that stuff where this? I just sent a proposal yesterday to Hydro DNA. They already in TikTok, but they don't have no sales on TikTok Shop. I'm like, I know how to do that. I have the equipment. I don't mind doing a live stream and sell this stuff.
Come
I'm
talk
like,
to us. Yeah.
let me sell this stuff for you. And when we reach a point that it's 5,000 a month, then you can give me a percentage of it. But at the beginning, because it's my time, this is what I want as a retainer. And after that, you pay me the retainer and you pay me the percentage because I'm selling this.
That's right. And we can do
I
lots of
send
promos.
that. And little things that, because I see that what is happening here in the next 10 years. I'm like, the malls, and you see it, the malls and this, everybody's gonna have a little room where they're gonna be selling online.
That's
Either
exactly
TikTok,
right.
oh, I
That's
sell
exactly what
jeans,
it's
I
at.
sell this, and like, here you go. Oh man, you buy it today, I'm gonna give you one for free. Oh shit, I'll take it.
We're just getting ahead of the game. So come on, guys. You got to jump in this. This is H-Town Unplugged. This is your backyard. This is your neighborhood. These are the guys living in your backyard and neighborhood. These are the products we're providing that are H-Town originated. So that's if you have a unique idea, business idea of such, come talk to us. We can help you incubate, get you plugged in, network, talking to the right people. I'm doing this for some kids also in Greens Point. And
God's
that
Point.
is a whole nother thing that's happening in God's Point. So thank you. Shout out to Eyes on Me. And also we have a raffle, which I'm going to go ahead and say. And right now, as you're listening, go ahead and do the QR code on this phone. It'll be at the comments below. And it'll be a raffle for a tequila tour. This is a distillery run by Blue Barrel. The guy right here, the guy who made it, Pablo Hernandez. And let's just say his family and all of his friends in Mexico have put together a tour that is now going to be something you can buy into. But right now we have a special promo happening where you can get a entry into a raffle to get there for free. You have to pay for your flights, but once you get there, we take you and we feed you, we house you. It's three nights and 4 days.
Nice.
For $25, you get one entry, and we do about one picking every 2 months. And we're at HB Mexican Restaurant promoting this as well. So if you go there, it's in Pasadena. I believe it's called Pasadena, or is that
No,
League,
they're in League
League
City.
City?
League
League
City.
City, sorry.
League City.
You go there and you order a flight of tequila, which has Blue Barrel on it, along with G4 and other very, very tasty tequilas. Those are actually a prerequisite to what the actual tour will be to those distilleries. I don't even know all the names of it. Paul has it all set up.
That's
G4 being one of them. I believe it's Don Julio is another one. Blue Barrel, of course. You get to see where we make Blue Barrel and the agave fields, and you can go horseback riding. And of course, it's all catered with authentic Mexican food from the area in the Jalisco, which is in Los Altos.
Los Altos, yep.
Guadalajara.
I'll definitely
So-
make sure I put that on this one, the QR code. And not only on the QR code, like the videos that I do,
Yeah,
just send me that QR code.
I got your video already made. It's
all
right
right.
here on the phone. You can zoom in on it.
That's
And
good.
do it now. There you go. And I know you can't do it. We're just gonna.
Oh yeah, I'll do
We're
that.
not
Don't worry
live.
about it. Yes, yeah. But
Cut that out.
the Jeep was still there, right, my Jeep?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
it'll still be there. There's just
Yeah.
a ticket on it. So
Okay,
I
got
gotta
it.
tell you.
Yeah, finish up whatever, any motivation or anything you want to say to the people.
Well,
That'll be
and
the last one, so.
yeah, Dave, as the guest, it's like you built Southern Star. I'm sure you've told 1,000 times how you got started with that, but you know, you went from Southern Star, you started your meadery, and then you joined with the Ferm, and now RenMead. And like, what has driven you through that? And then also like, if anything, what's in the future?
I think what drives me through all of this is just the desire to create. I mean, part of it's purely selfish desire of not having a boss. boss.
Well, sure.
Yeah, there you
like-
go.
Yeah,
That's all.
Right
I mean,
there.
it's just
Yeah.
right there.
That's
That's
what I'm
all.
talking
It's
about.
like, you know,
Freedom.
I
Freedom,
don't
yes.
like people telling me what to do.
Yes.
And, you know, I mean, sometimes the market tells you what to do and you got to do it. And I tell me what to do all the time.
Let me say
you
this:
know?
do you feel like you have 1,000 bosses now because all your customers is considered a boss, or?
No, I did at Southern Star, but now I don't, which is great because I work at an amusement park and people, you know, pay too much money for my mead there, which is great.
There you go.
But I mean, it's an amusement park.
Yeah.
You know, Texas Renaissance Festival is an opportunity. I had to jump at the opportunity. I grew up going to. I'm from Houston, so born and raised here. I know I'm a rarity, but you know, I've been going to the Renaissance Festival since I was like 14. You know, and it's been like I've been doing this, and it's always been kind of it was never a dream to work there, but when it came up, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And it's funny because the whole plot was hatched in this room back here, drinking too much mead. Me and my two business partners, we were like, hey, let's put all our money together and build this big mead hall or whatever. And somehow it happened. And then, you know, the first couple of years we were out there, we were alternating. I was doing the shows and stuff. So now it's like we've hired some actors to do, you know, the tastings, which is a show.
Nice. Yeah.
But this year I'm doing something different. I'm kind of doing a side shows. It's just me, and I'm selling our high end. I'm doing tastings of our high end stuff. So it's all small barrel, small batch, barrel aged stuff. So we've got, and it gives me just a vector to create all kinds of new stuff. I'm really excited. I'm masochistic to myself, so I'm like, and I'm going to do this. I'm coming out with a new mead every 2 weeks out there that's only going to be available for, you know, certain things to try to drive scarcity. So I'm doing 2 of them are collaborations with bands. You know, national bands. So I'm having a lot of fun doing some stuff like that. I'm working with the guys from Daikaiju. They're a Godzilla themed Japanese leaning surf rock band.
Wow.
So
Wow, that's cool.
Fantastic. It's all instrumental stuff. It's great. They put on such a great show. And then I'm doing one completely different with the guy that runs his own record label in California, and he's just nothing but like underground Dungeons Synth and black metal. And I'm having so much fun, but it's goofy. And it's just like, and he's so much fun to work with. And you talk about a hustler. I mean, that guy is like, he's your entrepreneur. I mean, he runs a record label, has like 5 projects that are 5 different bands, and he's got a full-time job because that doesn't pay the bills. And I'm just like, dude, when do you sleep? He's like, I don't. So it's like, but it's so much fun to do, you know. And it's like, and I'm trying to, you know, those will be branded with their stuff. It's got, you know, QR codes on it, the label that lead to their Bandcamp. So I'm just trying to turn people on to other interesting people that are creating things, you know, for themselves, because that's important to me. And this just gives me another opportunity to create, to offer to the world, you know, the things that I've become good at. So it's really, it's a lot of fun to do. What's next? I don't know. I thought I was going to retire after selling Southern Star, and that didn't work out. It turns out me and retirement don't get along very well.
Most entrepreneurs.
I don't smoke weed, and I was just playing video games for about 3 months, and I was like, this sucks. I gotta do something.
I did smoke weed and play video games. It still sucks.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Waiting till November when GTA comes out,
Yeah.
I'll be over there playing.
See, I'll be at the Renaissance Festival. And then I'm gonna get back, and I'll be that guy that comes in like, you know, 2 months too late, and I just enter in and get sniped by everybody. I was like, this sucks. Festival. Everybody's figuring out. These are first world problems, I think. So.
I was gonna say, and you're like living in a fantasy, or literally like at the Renaissance Festival, right? So it's like, you know, and I go to those things sometimes, and you know, what's funny about the Renaissance, if I could say it real quick, is just like they have the bonfires, you know, around the tent area where people camping out and everything. And last time I was there, there's some messed up people there. It's kind of interesting, you know, because you're watching them. And this one guy who's like a minotaur, I guess you could say.
The centaur with the like the horse guy.
Yeah, but no, he just had the goat legs.
Oh, like a satyr.
Yeah, okay, that's what that. Yeah, and he had a big staff, and he was writing stuff in the sand around the fire, and then he went down and just did this and got down all like in a crouching position and I was like, what is that guy doing? He's like, he's doing spells, and I'm just like, this guy's a CPA on Mondays. You know he's just got a face.
And he's probably not doing supposed. He's probably tripping balls. He's like, whoa.
He's gonna get up on Monday and put on a tie and go to like the
And that's what it is. One
downtown.
of the best things I've ever seen out of the because we have the Mead Hall in the Ren Fair, but we also have what we call the Mead Shack. We've got a store in the campground, and it's right across from the bonfire. So it's high entertainment. You know, you just get to watch these guys do this.
Yeah.
I've seen some weird shit out there. Like, my favorite thing is I was sitting out there, I was just chilling, and the drum circle was happening, and all the hippies were out there stoned doing the drum circle, and this dude comes up, and he's wearing this big wizard cape, and he's got a keytar with an amplifier, and he just starts shredding to the drum circle. I was like, it was so cool. It was so cool. It was just like, it was like the best. Like the wind was blowing. It was like magical. I was like, this is amazing. So I mean, it's a lot of fun.
You don't have to go to the CPA at the 40th floor downtown anymore. Or
Right,
like that. You're just
but,
living it.
But he probably was the CPA. He's like, "What'd you do, Bill?" Nothing.
Build the Bob.
I did nothing this weekend. I was a wizard playing a keytar at the.
Probably had some spell that ended some guy's life in
so
in
awesome.
Thailand on the other side of the world.
Yeah, it's like you see some weird shit out there, but it's a lot of fun. And what's nice about out there. Yeah, there's people pretty messed up out there. But what's really cool is you're on private property, nobody's driving.
Yep.
You know, and you hear all these crazy, anytime you're gonna get, on Pirate Weekend, there's 15,000 people in the campground. Wow. Shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
city.
it's amazing to me, actually, how safe it is out there. All things considered, I'm like, where else could you go where everybody's just hammered and pretty much behaving themselves? It's just like.
Well, and you're there for all the same reasons.
Yeah, you're just having a
it's
good
like
time.
You're looking out for each other.
Yeah, you're just having a party.
Except for
and
one
having,
guy or a handful that take it a little too serious and have a
serious.
dungeon somewhere, and, it's just like, in leather straps and
There's an app for that. There's a room for that.
There's a room for that.
Yeah, there's a room for
I
that.
touched her with the mace by accident in the face.
There's definitely a room for that out there. Yeah, there's some. I tell people, they're like, well, it seems like trouble out there. I was like, oh, there's trouble out there, but if you're looking for it, you're going to find it. But if you don't worry about it, But it's a lot of fun. So, what after that? Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. We'll take this. I'm to the point in my life to where I don't like plans anymore. It's like I do production planning and stuff, but it's like, I keep going back to, I just got back from this vacation. We were talking about, just seeing where things take you.
Yep.
I went up to Minnesota and I was like, I'm just going to spend a week up here. I had a sister that lives in Minneapolis, but I had 5 days where it was just to me.
Yeah.
And I just rented a car and started driving.
Nice.
And I had no idea what I was going to do. It turns out I learned all about mining and stuff, like going up, almost drove to Canada, came back through Duluth, and I was just like, this is the coolest trip ever. And there was no agenda.
There he goes.
I get lost in other countries.
It's
on
great,
purpose,
man. And it's just like you just wander and find.
I do that exact same
That's
thing.
what a great way to travel. I mean, it's just to me that's the best way to
I
travel.
agree.
Yes, indeed.
I have some friends that come with me every now and then, and I freak them out because they're all like, it's off the beaten path all the
Like,
time.
how do you do that? I was like, you just do it. That's the thing. You just do it.
I ended up in some local's home eating dinner at one point too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And that's the best food you even eat.
Oh yeah, no, it was the best. And I was on a scooter and I went through and it was messy, but man, what an experience!
Yeah.
It took me hours to get home. I loved it.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, yeah.
So how can people How can people find RenMead and like?
Well, the beauty of our thing is, to me at least, because I told you I'm not social media, whatever.
Right.
We have an Instagram page. I think it's got 3 posts on it. We need to do better at that. I'm not the person to do that. But the only place that you can buy our mead pretty much is at the Renaissance Festival. Okay. So it's like
show up to the Renaissance.
So show up to the Renaissance Festival. Come see me at the Mead Hall. You can buy, if you want to try it and you're in Conroe, go to Copperhead, the brewery right down the street from here.
Yeah,
They've got our mead. If you're in Houston, we sell mead at the Hobbit Cafe. And those are pretty much the only 3 places. Those are pretty much the only 3 places that you can get our mead. And it's only because I like driving down to the Hobbit. I like the people down there. So I go down there and I'm like, I'm going to have a giant, sprout hippie sandwich.
I go to the place next to it, that LZ's or whatever, Lizard Lounge or whatever it's called. I can't remember. But no, it's called not Capone's anymore. It's something like that.
No, it is Capone's now.
It's the one next to that.
Oh, the one's next to Capone's. I know what you're talking about. Look, I go down there because every time I make a delivery, Cactus's Records is right there. So I'm gonna go look at the vinyl. It's like so that's what I do. So Yeah, so I don't know. You know, we'll see what life takes us. Life
Yeah.
takes me. Like I said, my main priority right now is to get my kids through college. The most important thing in my life is being a dad and finishing that up. And then I'm almost. I mean, I'll never quit being a dad.
Well,
but
yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
I'm almost to the point now to where the flock's flying away, and I'm just like, cool. You know, I did my
You're
job.
gonna be bugging them, knocking on their
Oh,
door.
I do.
Yeah.
And it's like I text them all the time. You know, I was like, "What are you cooking?" You know, it's like, let's take a picture of it. You know, it's like, so I do that. You know, and then that's my biggest joy. You know, and and you know, after that, I don't know. It's like I've been so blessed with one of the most full lives, and I've gotten to do so many things in this life.
And how old are you?
That I'm 53, and I've already lived 4 lives. So you know, I could go tomorrow. It's fine. You know, it's like I don't want to.
Wow.
But,
No,
you know, I don't want to.
Anything
There's
can
more
happen.
stuff to do.
Yeah.
Totally
But there's
understand.
more stuff to do.
Oh,
I mean,
a lot
I've gotten to
more
do
stuff,
some of the coolest stuff ever. And I was like, I'm like, I can't believe I'm in a helicopter shooting pigs with a machine gun. Love it. You know, it's like so you're just doing all kinds of stuff. You know, and it's like it's so much fun to be alive and just to kind of. Now it's just soaking it up. It's just trying to learn, keep
Soak it
learning,
in.
keep stuffing knowledge in my noggin, and keep stuffing experience through my eyes and my ears and whatever, and just move along. You know?
You're a perfect candidate for the show.
Yes, indeed.
So, and how do people find you?
So I have on my website, Drunk Baker and Company. So it's Drunk Baker and Co. So just shortened it, .com. So that brings you to cakes.
We'll have
And-
reels and we'll post in the comments.
Yeah, and I'm on Instagram, Facebook too. So
I'll put everything on the description, so you're good.
I'm in Cypress. I mean, I deliver to pretty much all of Houston.
There you go.
So, yeah,
Can we do Grubhub?
no,
Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
So,
I'm calling you Southern. Not yet.
That's important.
Yeah.
I think because
Yeah.
unless I send Brittany in my office, she'll go pick it up.
yeah.
Is that
I mean, I can bring it to you.
one in the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the names, but I know
She's,
who they are.
she's
there.
Brittany. she always the one who picks up all the cakes and everything.
Got
Mine's a
it.
French chocolate pie, not a cake
Yeah,
for
you
my
told me
birthday.
that.
But that's really hard to make.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't-
the
you
one
can't-
that you gotta try
It's
that.
so hard to make. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know any store that actually sells it right.
He's like,
I'm just saying, I don't know. It's just that's a challenge, bro. That's a.
for his birthday.
I don't want to put that on him. That's a lot. My mom is like, you know, she makes it for me, and she's in Michigan, and she's like, "How do I get that to you?" I was like,
To
"By the
you.
time it gets to me, it's gonna be nasty."
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Let me go to you.
Very melty.
Very much so.
Oh man.
Something happens when they put it in that dry ice, and it's all carbonated. Anyway,
Well, thank you guys. I love this. Today was amazing. We got to drink Blue Barrel. We got the Southern Hydro DNA. We got to eat all of them cakes that were so freaking good. I mean, we mixed.
you won.
Yeah,
By
we
one
mixed
bite.
them Hydro DNA with the tequila. I mean, this
can eat
is to me, this is it's just like what they said is like, I'm 40. I got a lot to live, and I've done in a couple of months. I've done a lot of stuff. I mean, that I'm like, wow. Like what I always tell Aaron is like, give yourself flowers to yourself, because sometimes we don't even give flowers to ourselves. I'm like, give yourself flowers to if your mom, your dad are alive, give them to them, man, because you don't know when they're gone, and you're gonna be complaining, shit, I should have took them to this or this. Do it right now, because money comes and goes, but lives won't come back again. So make sure that you do that part of that, and I've been doing that since the past few months, and I can see the smile and the stuff. I take my mom every Sunday to brunch. I made that a thing, and she loves it.
Drop
You
my
get it-
kids off at school today, and I told them, I love you, man.
Yeah, I get a 2 hour, and I get to tell my mom feedback on things that I see that sometimes I'm like, hey, you should not be like this with my brothers. And she's like, hey, thank you. I'm like, yeah, I'm just giving you feedback. The same you giving me feedback, you're my mom. I just want to give you feedback. And she loves the brunch. And I just tell her, where do you want to go? I was like, this and that. And stuff that I couldn't, not that I couldn't done before, but I never did because I didn't have that mindset. But now that I have a different mindset, my circle got even smaller, and that's fine because the people that I have now is business owners, business entrepreneurship, and I want that. I want those people that be in my life telling me like, hey, do this, do that, you're doing it wrong, redo it, don't quit. I mean, shit that we don't want to hear it sometimes, but It's because it's the circle, it's the stuff that we're doing. You know, you want to meet other people. Like you're 53, I'm like, man, he sold this company. I'm like, how can I do that? Like thinking ahead, like, okay, I can sell mine. I can license in mine. I can open it in Dallas and Austin. How can I do that? Well, I need to sit with him because they already did it. Things like that, I'm seeing it as I'm getting older, getting wiser, and like I said, my time too. But all of our times are very valuable. So things like that I see is like, I don't want to be stressed. I'm not stressed. Like to tell you the truth, guys, I don't get stressed out anymore. I'm seeing the things like, okay, I'm doing this and this, that's it. And I'm taking my time to do this and that, that's it. But if I can do that or that I don't have time, I'm not gonna do that. Why? I don't want to stress out myself. And like, I want to live a life where it's my life. That's the way I want to do it. It's okay.
Amen.
It's okay. I have friends, yourself, that they love the pressure. They love, I want to make $100 million, and they want to sacrifice time, not having time with their family. I don't even have, nothing against them. That's the way they want to live. But this is the way I want to live. I want to have time with my daughter. I want to go on vacation. I want to do this. This is the number. I already know the number that I want to make. I'm working backwards to get it. But that's me. But that's why I would say when I'm praying to guys, there's multiple layers of stuff that we don't even see in social media. We see just a portion of people that teach you in coaching, but they don't see like A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
Like that person can be the F. Man, that's fine. It's like my brothers. They don't want to have business owners. They don't want to own an entrepreneur. They're fine where they're at.
Right.
And I tell them, bro.
Absolutely.
Don't feel bad. Don't
feel
Now,
bad.
the biggest thing to me is, just doing through all of this, I've discovered you want to happen to life. You don't want life to happen to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And as long as that's your North Star for your, the way that's mine. When I'm guiding myself, I'm like, I want to happen to life.
Yes.
Because sometimes life just happens to you and it sucks. It
Right,
does,
sucks.
and you got to take it. It's like, both of my parents are gone now, so hug your mama,
Yeah,
because she's not going to be here for very long.
See, that'll keep happening until it doesn't, and that's when you know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And life, and this is the last thing, life is easy. It's just us as human, we make it harder because we're humans. We're freaking hard-headed.
Yeah.
But
Sure we are.
but you can make your life easy the way you want to make it.
And lastly, let go of that ego, man. That ego is destroying you. It's destroying the world, really. And you think you know it all because you have YouTube. And it's not what you think. It's perspectives that we're talking about. You don't have the perspective that everyone has. Everyone has their own perspectives. So be mindful of that. Let's try to change the world one at a time with all of us together.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys, and we'll definitely see you because we're gonna do another one, but live with the Mead.
Do it.
So, and then we'll see us again at there at the
yeah,
Renaissance.
TRF, yeah,
At the
look at
Renaissance.
No, I can't wait for that.
Hey, we've
yeah.
got Wi-Fi out there, so
Yeah,
just saying,
so-
we got internet out there.
Man,
so we
I'm
can do
already
live
thinking of
from there.
ideas up
That'd be
there.
fun.
That's
Like,
good.
I'll bring my
This
guitar or
is
something.
good. Shit, I'm gonna dress.
I'll
some-
bring
some
mine too. We got a
monotone.
little.
With the K.
I'm gonna be a
Hey.
jester or something. I
It's
don't
like
know.
you said, I'm not the CPA. It's like, he's the live streamer guy. Yeah, not today.
Not today. I'm not.
Not today. Today I'm a monotone.
Today I'm playing a guitar by the fire.
That's the episode we're gonna have cut to,
Bro,
from like we're gonna be like good.
Yeah, what did he have? I want that.
No continuity.
Oh man, blessings, though, Bryce. Much love to you guys, and like I said, this is to me. I would say this is just the beginning. It's not the end.
Oh, yeah.
We got work to do, and we're already blessed. That's it. Amen.
Thanks, guys, for coming.
Thanks for
you.
having me
Thank
on.
you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, guys. And the baker.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.